Yeah. Hey, yo, B. I'm sounding right there, yo. Make sure everything is copacetic. Huh. Let me know in the chat how your boy sounding. And when you figure out your voice sounding good, you know I gotta say what I gotta say and sing that I gotta sing. I'm live, oh yeah, live. I'm live, live. Go and tell them I am live. Miss Cora, thanks a lot for the love. You already know the vibe. Shouts go out to my guy, Gype. Like I always say, you want to build your channel, make sure you hit up Gype. You dig? He'll help grow your channel and all that fly stuff. And you already know the vibes, B. Welcome to the Council Roundtable. We'll talk about the old-fashioned wrestling, let y'all know what's happening. Episode 61. Now, first and foremost, that is definitely my bad for last week. Going through some technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to the audio. But I definitely got to shout. I definitely got to shout out my roundtable for holding down the show, man. You know what I mean? Especially when we started off the show. Got to shout out my guy Nate. You know what I'm saying? Got to shout out my guy Tove when it comes to he coming up here and letting y'all know about this day in wrestling history. You know, following the vibe, following the itinerary, and it wasn't even orchestrated, staged, or anything like that. You know what I mean? My dudes just came through and held it down. They seen I was going through some technical difficulties when it came to the audio, and they held me down. See, that's what I'm talking about. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Your comrades see you going through a bit of a bind, and they hold you down. Like, okay, we're gonna hold Sandman down while he deals with the audio, and we're gonna keep the show going as planned. You know what I'm saying? You guys are awesome. I definitely want to let you guys know that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into it. You know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this day in wrestling history, you know how we start off the show there. And you already know the source, TJR Wrestling. Always got to shout them out because that's my source when it comes to this day in wrestling history. Much love to them. You know what I'm saying? We going way back to 1975 in this day in wrestling history. Ric Flair was among passengers involved in that plane crash on approach to Wilmington Airport in North Carolina. The plane contained Ric Flair, David Crockett, Bob Bruggers, Mr. Wrestling Woods, and Johnny Valentine. Although none of the wrestlers passed away, the pilot, which was Joseph Michael Farkas, slipped into a coma and died 2 months after the incident. Valentine suffered injuries that confined him to a wheelchair for the rest of his life, and Flair famously suffered from a broken neck. Multiple doctors implored him to retire from the ring. Instead, he returned to action 8 months later. And the rest is history when it comes to Flair. Like, what if he did retire then? Isn't that crazy? From then to now, this dude is like what? In his mid 70s, still wanting to wrestle. You know what I mean? Definitely give Flair's props when it comes to that. Like, this dude survived the damn plane crash, and he's still alive and ticking, man. Like, Ric Flair, we all know he's done some scumbag type shit, yeah. but dude is a warrior. That's one thing. That's one thing nobody could definitely agree with. Everybody could agree with. Flair's a warrior. He's a trendsetter. What may have you. Even though he did steal that Nature Boy gimmick from Buddy Rogers, but that's neither here nor there. He took that gimmick and he made it, you know what I'm saying, a worldwide name. Everybody knows who Ric Flair is. Speaking of Ric Flair, I didn't even know this dude had a roast. That was so crazy, like seeing that roast. I didn't get to really watch the whole thing because I ain't gonna lie, like I took a nap. Not saying the roast was whack. It did have some moments where it was like dry as hell. That shit was dry like wheat toast dry sometimes, but I didn't see the whole thing, so I can't say the whole thing was trash. For the most part, the jokes, oh my goodness. When it came to the jokes, they could have worked on their delivery a little bit better. But that's neither here nor there. My dude Nate, how I'm sounding, Nate?
You sound good. Do I sound good?
You sound great, brother. How you feeling?
It's making sure because I like the internet's kind of hit or miss here tonight with the weather. But
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you heard, but I was definitely shouting you guys out for holding the show down last
nice.
time.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, cool.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
All I gotta say is one thing: mean by God, Gene. Woo!
Yeah, man. Today was a day of the old infamous plane crash that he survived.
That's crazy. What
Mm-hmm.
year was that? 72, 74? What year was it?
75.
75. Wow, my brother was just born
1975.
75. Wow, he
Ain't
was just
that
born.
something? Yeah,
Wow.
man.
I wasn't
I was
even
just
born yet.
talking, and the doctor
Shit.
was saying that he should have retired around that time.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? But he, of course, we all know he refused not to retire. And
Mm.
look at him now in his about to be in his mid 70s, still wanting to wrestle another match.
Did you ever see Magnum TA, that car crash that he was in? I don't know how that dude lived through that thing.
Nah,
That
I
was
actually
crazy.
did it, but that's
Oh my
what
God.
ended his career too, right?
Yeah. 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 I'm surprised
Mm.
he lived. That was crazy.
Yeah, man. Shouts go out to Magnum CA, man. He just wanted to come on people that he never came on before. You know how Magnum CA. Remember that infamous promo? I'm gonna come on
Yeah.
you like I never came on anybody before.
Cool. Yeah. He definitely could have crossed. He definitely could have crossed over to TV and movies. He had that look like a cop or a detective. If you
Yeah,
wanted after this one.
remember that's the reason why they called him Magnum CA because
Yeah, because of Mac
he
PI.
like
Yeah.
yeah Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Yeah, he had that Tom Selleck look.
So yeah,
But what
man.
the hell's going on with
Well,
Sammy Guevara?
hold
What's
on. We're
going
gonna
on?
get to that. We're
Okay.
gonna get to that. You already
We gotta
know
get
how
this
we do.
barbecue grill going. We gotta warm up the gas.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. Get the charcoal ready. You gotta get the charcoal nice and ashy a little bit. Fire it up. Let's start marinating them steaks, and we're gonna cook tonight.
Yeah, just not ashy like that guy from Dave Chappelle show.
Just like that, because when the charcoal's like that, that's when all the flavor come out the smoke.
Oh jeez.
But
But
anyways, in 1993, Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Two Cold Scorpio defeated the Nasty Boys for the WCW World Tag Team Championships at a WCW Saturday night taping. Remember that
I
team?
remember
Remember
that.
that team?
I
Yeah,
remember that.
right.
Yeah, that was a decent team. Bagwell and Scorpio, they were a decent team. Yeah,
It was
it
a
wasn't
nice
bad.
high flying team. It was
Yeah,
like I guess you could say it was WWF. It was the answer to WWF's the Rockers.
the
Can you say
Rockers,
that?
huh?
Because that's what 93 was the Rockers
Yeah,
around that
Rockers
time.
like
Yeah, yeah,
91, 92. Yeah, right
yeah.
around there.
I guess that was their answer to the Rockers. Imagine
Yeah.
that match though, the Rockers against Bagwell and Scorpio. Imagine if that would have happened.
How did WWE drop the ball on Too Cold Scorpio in WWE? That was so bad.
Because they wanted him to be a dancing pimp.
Flash Funk.
A
Damn.
dancing pimp. And it's like they tried other things, but it just didn't work. Especially, remember they tried to put him in a tag team with Terry Funk.
Yeah. They should have had him in the God. They should have had him in the Godfather teaming up. Then the two pimps. That would have been good.
Two pimp, might as well, right? Just have
Yeah,
two pimps. You know what I mean?
two pimps
He's
going
him
at
as
it.
a dancer, yeah. Him as a dancer, and the Godfather as a talker.
Yeah, and then you could have like vignettes of them collecting money from the hoes and shit. That would have been good.
Hey, fuck it, right? In 1999, on an episode of Nitro from the Kemba Arena, and you already know my
Yeah,
favorite town right now, Kansas City, Missouri, got Disco Inferno, aka Gifted Glenn Gilberti, defeated Psychosis to win the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. In the main event of the same episode, Bret Hart and Chris Benoit wrestled a tribute match to Hart's younger brother Owen, who had died. And I'm not going to read the rest of that. You already know where I'm going with
yeah.
that. This is
Harley
that,
Race was there too.
yeah,
Harley Race
yeah,
was there too. I just saw a thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
that's Mr. Kansas City right there. Harley Race.
Oh, of course, yeah. When these dudes came out here to celebrate, I think what was it? I have actually not celebrate. They came out here for his funeral. It was Flair, of a lot of them, and they had Flair was actually at the restaurant that I worked at for
Oh
this
wow.
right, yeah, like, but I was off that day, which was some
Oh
bullshit. I'm like,
man.
oh my god, I was so tight. But yeah, Flair was there. A few legends. They went. They got some steaks, some champagne. Had a real
Yeah.
good time, and I wasn't even there. I was tight.
Damn.
I was there, but Lesnar was there though. But
Oh
that's
cool.
for another story. That's another story.
What the
And
hell did he eat? Like a 70, what the hell did he eat? Like a 72-ounce steak? Holy shit, man! That guy.
yeah, actually Lesnar was cool as fuck. I didn't get to meet him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was very busy that night. It was
Yeah.
real busy, so I couldn't like go out and go say hey or whatever. But yeah, Lesnar, from what I was told, very down to earth guy. He just wanted his steaks. Um, certain like servers wanted to take pics, and he
Yeah.
wasn't rude or nothing.
No.
Shit, he even called Paul Heyman. I heard he called Paul Heyman. Had Paul Heyman on the a vid chat saying what's up to everybody, the servers and stuff.
Two
Just
What the hell?
yeah.
That's cool.
I already know who this is.
Who is it?
You can never disguise your voice. What's going on, B?
You know what? I think with Two Coast Scorpio, they try to call his mama because that's the same freaking theme song they use with Brodus
Emerald
Clay.
TV, you're awesome. What's going on?
That was terrible. The same theme song that Brodus Clay used. Somebody call my mama.
Oh yeah, they did have. Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's
You're right.
why Two Coast Scorpio flopped.
Nah, he didn't have. Nah, he had
His music
he
was
had,
similar to it. It was
No,
similar.
it's similar.
Ernest the Cat Miller had Brodus
No,
Clay music first.
they just didn't have the lyrics, but that's the
Yeah,
same
it was
beat.
kind of the music was the same. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah.
They did Two
No, it
Coast.
wasn't.
Yeah,
No,
they
it
did
wasn't.
I
him
gotta
dirty.
look it up. Someone gotta look it up.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like nah. They
It
didn't have somebody that call my mama beat. It was some other shit. Some let's get funky. And it wasn't like that. The Cat had that first. That song first.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And pause. That cat told someone he gonna eat him like a batch of collard greens, baby.
Cool
Oh my
shit as
God.
its finest.
No, I mean, you know how they do the wrestling skits where wrestling gets moist and all them promos they were doing it, but they were just saying moist shit.
Oh yeah,
Like
like before you
Seth
came up
Rollins,
here, we talking about
I'm coming,
Magnum
boy,
Ti.
and I'm coming hard.
I'm not Magnum Ti. I said Magnum Ti. Imagine that dude. I meant Magnum TA. We just talking about Magnum TA when he wanted to come on people that he never came on anybody before.
Oh, that was Magnum that said that. Oh shit.
Yeah, remember he was talking to the Minnesota Wrecking Crew when he cut that promo.
No, I thought he was talking to Tully Blanchard.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because everybody wanted Terry Blanchard. Terry Blanchard. One guy
No,
said, "I
it's
get the
Tully. It's not Terry. It's Tully.
Tully."
He
He's
was,
Holy.
like,
yeah.
he's like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get to feel your body." I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Nah. He was
Yeah.
sort of because he had beef with the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Remember the Horsemen didn't come together yet. It was just like they was individual wrestlers. Like Ric Flair was individual. Tully he was by himself. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew was just on and Oli. They was a tag
Well,
team.
I'm just gonna let you know that urban myth says that when Ric Flair tasted Nikita Koloff, he didn't taste bad at all.
Oh God.
I didn't need to know that.
I mean, Rick
Dude,
came out of the
that's some
horse's
Jeffrey
mouth.
Dahmer shit right there.
So,
Right. What the fuck?
Yeah.
so what is this we hearing
Anyways,
about fights
hold
in
on, wait,
AEW?
hold on, wait. Let me continue on. In the year 2009, the first ever Hell in a Cell took place at the Prudential Arena in Newark, New Jersey. WWE booked 3 Hell in a Cell matches on the pay-per-view. In the first, the Undertaker defeated CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That was actually a decent match. Randy Orton defeated John Cena for the WWE Championship in the second bout in the demonic structure. The main event saw the final cell match in which Triple H and Shawn Michaels defeated Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. I forgot all about that match. That was Legacy against DX.
Actually, they lost that match.
Oh,
Mm.
DX because Triple H tore his quad again.
oh yeah, I forgot about that match.
He tore his quad. I mean, they finished the match, but Legacy ended up winning that match, which was silly. I couldn't get with Legacy. I couldn't. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know if it was. I don't know
their
if it was because
Legacy.
of Cody Rhodes was still wet behind the ears, or I just thought DiBiase was just worthless.
Yeah, he was, but he was supposed to be the next big thing. Remember, everybody thought DiBiase was going to be that one to turn face and go against Randy Orton, but they never pulled the trigger.
They
Everybody
buried
thought
him
that
at
was going to
WrestleMania.
happen. Yeah, and then they ended up doing the Marine instead, and you already know what happened after that.
Jesus.
WWE, shame on them for making such horrible movies.
What are they on? Marine Part 8 now? What is it, Marine?
Right?
Nah, we're at
They're
Marine
gonna milk the shit
6.
out the Marine.
Nope, they can't because the Miz character is dead.
Yeah, I heard.
And Shawn
Then
Michaels
I
is
think
by
Shawn
far the,
Michaels killed him, right? Did Shawn Michaels
no,
who
he
killed?
helped him. He helped him.
Oh, he
He's
was okay.
by far the worst acting I've ever seen. Shawn Michaels is terrible.
Aren't they making a Chaperone too?
I hope not.
Yo, I kind of like the Chaperone. The Chaperone wasn't bad. Like
Was
at
it?
least they didn't come out with that in the movies, did they? Not that I
Yes, it
remember.
did.
No, I
Oh
think it was
yeah,
in the movies for like 1 or 2 days, and that was it. Went right to DVD.
yeah. That's where they fucked up. See, a movie like that is a straight to DVD type movie, a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Marine 3 could have made a movie theater because that wasn't a bad movie. But
Man,
then
look, I don't care
nobody.
what nobody said. The first Marine was good. I liked the first
Yeah.
Marine.
I like the first Marine. It wasn't bad.
No, the acting was terrible, man. The
Oh,
fight
no, the
scenes
It's
were
acting
not
too.
supposed
I
to.
don't care about the acting.
We want an Oscar performance, like
no, but the fight
that
scenes
wasn't
were
what the movie was
terrible.
about. The movie was all about, you know, action and
Action.
explosions and
Yeah.
sex and
And it
guy
was
movie type
terrible.
shit.
It
They
was
had
terrible.
T2000 in there. Come on, the guy who played Patrick.
Yeah,
It was,
you got
bro.
nothing
It was
but
as
bullets, a lot of bullets and
nah.
action.
It was as bad as Randy Orton's 12 rounds.
Oh my god.
No, you know what was good?
That's how many rounds you had to drink to get through that movie.
Now, John Cena's 12 rounds was good, but
Yeah,
Randy
John Cena's 12 rounds is really good. That movie was slept on. That movie was really good.
And what I liked about it was they did it somewhere different, New Orleans.
Yeah. How did they take that picture for the chaperone of Triple H with his nose? How did they fit that on the DVD cover?
Yeah, you silly. In the year 2015, TNA Bound for Glory took place at the Cabaras or Cabaras Arena.
Is it Bound for Glory or Bound for Gory?
Yeah.
Shit. It might as well be Bound for Glory.
Did you say Bound for Glory or Bound for Glory?
Bound for Glory. In Charlotte, North Carolina, the night's main event was a triple threat match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Matt Hardy was victorious against Drew Galloway, a.k.a. Drew McDonald, Drew McIntyre.
Leave him and his
that's my guy. That's my guy. I'm fucking around. That's my guy.
You just hate that sword.
I really do. It makes no fucking sense. Like, my dude, you're not gonna kill nobody with that sword. Pack it up.
Unless you're gonna dress like William
EC3
Wallace.
was the other dude what I was in that match, and Jeff Hardy was a special guest referee, which doesn't make no sense. You got Bound for Glory. Why would you have Jeff Hardy as a referee on Bound for Glory?
That's the only way.
That's supposed to be you guys WrestleMania.
I think they just had to have that in the story for an enforcer. I never understood special guest referees.
I'm just saying this. Jeff Hardy is one of your top guys, one of the biggest stars on your roster. And Bound for Glory is supposed to be the biggest show for you guys of the year. And you have Jeff Hardy as the special guest referee.
You mean
unless you had him? Did he turn in the match or something? Did he do something? Interfere? Or no?
I don't remember.
I was gonna say maybe they're setting up an angle or something. Maybe that's the only way it makes sense. Setting up an angle in the future.
But do they really start, like, is that something that, wrestling companies do? Do they start feuds at WrestleMania or Bound for Glory? Or do they end the feud at that time?
Well, I don't know. You look at what Shawn Michaels was. You look at when Shawn Michaels refereed
for the new season.
Well, I know it's common for them to end feuds at a big show like a WrestleMania or a Starrcade or, Bound for Glory.
Not necessarily. Sometimes they begin a feud, but it usually has something to do for like a turn, betrayal, frustration.
You know what? Especially when it comes to betrayals, you got a point.
Because I'm trying.
Hey, if you want a good laugh, go on YouTube and watch that TNA short with Bobby Fish, the comment section. Holy shit, you're gonna die.
Oh shit, Barney is packing.
Hey, Bobby the Fish, what?
Barney is packing. So I love you, motherfucker. You better love me too.
He's lighting up the Mets right now. They got their shit pushed in.
So, what the hell happened here? Another fight, R?
We getting there.
I'm trying to.
2019. Hold on. I think it's one. That's the last. Yeah, that's the last one. And we got a few birthdays. Matter of fact, no, we got 3 more dates. Then we're gonna go through a few birthdays. So let me just breeze these real quick.
Hey, Sandman, before you read them, big ups to the likes. You got 7 so far.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you all. Nice. B. Y'all guys are awesome. You know what I'm saying? And spread the word. Let people know that we're live. Oh yeah. Live. We're live. Anyways.
No, how you say hey, look at me. Hey, son.
What?
Remember when you was going on your rant about the Bronx when they was tearing up the pharmacies? Like, you got these dumbasses going, hey, look at me, yo, son.
Yeah, you stupid. Anyways,
That sounds like Fat Albert and
2019.
Rocky.
In 2019, WWE SmackDown aired on Fox for the first time. This marked the start point of the most lucrative television contract in WWE history. The main event of the show saw Brock Lesnar defeat Kofi Kingston for the WWE champ. Don't they mean obliterated Kofi Kingston?
That's that bullshit. They did my boy Kofi wrong, and he deserves better.
And he tossed pancakes next week.
The Rock and heavyweight champion boxing, excuse me, The Rock and heavyweight boxing champion Tyson Fury also appeared on that show. I really forgot about that. They didn't do a damn thing. And another thing that happened in 2019, NXT UK held a round of TV tapings in Brentwood, Essex. The most notable happening on the show saw Wolfgang and who the fuck is the fuck about NXT UK? Fuck them. In 2020, WWE presented NXT Takeover 31 from the Capitol Wrestling Center within their performance center in Orlando, Florida. The main event of the night saw Finn Balor retain the NXT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly. Those are my guys right there. And, you know, Kyle O'Reilly, rest up. Can't wait to see you come back and do what you do. And the notable wrestling personality is born on this day. Is Emi Sakura, the Monster Abyss, Bobby Fulton, Linda McMahon. I am so bland because I'm Linda McMahon and it's my birthday. Yay!
Oh, Linda McMahon.
Yeah, that's how bland she is.
Leave Linda McMahon. She got a fat ass. All right.
Oh my god.
I'm about Hey, if you like 80-year-old. Hey, that's his reference. Hey, that's his.
No,
that's what he likes.
When she first started, when she did that angle with Eric Bischoff. Yeah.
Oh my god,
weird, bro.
Hey,
weird.
Hey,
damn.
If he wants to eat out Linda McMahon, that's his prerogative. Leave him alone.
Yes, we probably
I love her press conference when she lost the race. Vince was like crying.
And last but not least, you got Chief J Strongbow. Today is his birthday also.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday to everybody out there. And then speaking of, before we get into the meat and potatoes, pause. How the fuck you have Abyss in WWE only as a director? They should have been used Abyss in something like a Royal Rumble entrant or something.
Because
we would love to see Abyss in WWE for like a one-off.
They had him with AJ as a one-off back in the
the lawyer Chris Parks.
Yeah, they should have kept that going, you know. But
yeah, him and like fucking Kane or Foley, that would have been cool, you know.
Yeah, like imagine having the Monster Abyss show up in the Royal Rumble. That would have been a nice moment.
Yeah,
maybe they didn't want to do it. Oh shit!
Yeah, most likely.
I got big titties everywhere.
Yeah, people give him shit because I think it was like
he's an idiot.
Well, no, you got to use hindsight because the WWE had offered him a contract in like 2007, but he chose to stay with TNA. And at the time, like, you know, before Hogan and Bischoff came in, like they was on the rise. And then when you look at WWE's history of monsters, you see a pattern, whether it's Yokozuna or the Great Gonzalez or Rusev. It's like monster pushes in WWE are always the same. You go
they fall to John Cena.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't say have him like on a complete run like that. Just have a bit like special appearances, mainly a Royal Rumble.
Nah, you know they gotta fall to the mighty John Cena. Come on.
I know. I'm just saying if he had left TNA to go to WWE, he just would have been fed to Cena or Taker. Like
No, not Taker. He
Cena was the real Undertaker.
This how I knew John Cena was unbeatable when they had him beat Umaga in a last man standing match.
When this dude he had to really rip off the top rope and choke him out with this shit.
Yep. His most difficult title match.
Umaga should have won that, man.
And fucking your heart, you know.
Now you're roboting, Nate. Now you're starting to robot a little bit.
All right, you know why they did that? Because Vince McMahon was pissed off that Armando.
You good now, Nate? Wait, hold on, one Pac, hold on, Nate. Go ahead, talk now, Nate. Like, okay, you good? All right, there you go.
Testing. Okay,
you good? You good?
Says in and out.
All right, go ahead, one Pac.
You know, the only reason why they did that is because Vince was mad that Estrada and Umaga was over.
Yeah, everybody forgets him. That guy was super over, man. My name
he was
is
good.
Armando.
And Vince was pissed off. Vince said you can't manage him no more. Nope.
You know that dude, Armando Estrada, was eating chicks out, making them go crazy.
Hey, y'all ever heard the Steve-O story? How like when Umago's kicking his ass,
and he over there laughing. Yeah, them dumbasses.
yeah.
So he hit him even harder.
But anyways, I already heated up the grill. You know, I threw the steaks on the grill, and when the steaks is on the grill, what they gonna do? They gonna cook.
Oh,
so go ahead, y'all. Y'all know y'all want to talk about it. Go ahead.
What are we talking about? What fight happened? Somebody needs to fill me in.
Well, this dude had post. That's all I'm saying. You got to be in the group chat. He put in a group chat like basically these dudes is arguing via Twitter. Was it? Yeah, via Twitter.
Right.
Sammy Guevara and Andrade. And I'm gonna pull it up right now. As a matter of fact,
is it me or Sammy Guevara gets into a fight with everybody?
Yeah, we were saying the same thing. We said, like, what's the deal with this dude? Like, how did this situation even start from Jump Street? Why they, you know? Anyways, this is on this dude page. This on this. All right, he basically Guevara responded to what Andrade said. Andrade said, "I said it to your face. If you had a problem with me and you said nothing, I won't beat your ass because I'm a professional. Don't be scared." So Sammy Guevara says, "You didn't say shit to me, you liar. But here's some truth, you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law. Are you really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time? Just go back to WWE like we all knew you want to do and fuck off."
And then don't forget what Ricky Starks said. So Ricky Starks, he tweeted and he deleted and he said, "Man, can my coworkers just shut the fuck up for a minute?" And then he deleted the tweet.
Because it's so childish.
But we got those sweets.
Well, here's the problem. Like again, AEW don't know how to conduct themselves like fucking professionals. I get it. WWE had some beef and they had some fights, but you didn't fucking see it on damn Twitter.
Actually, you do see it on Twitter. You do see it on Twitter all the time. Fucking Natalya roasted Ronda Rousey just a couple of months ago. Remember when Ronda was having a match with Ronda was having a match with Natalya, and Natalya was like, "I tweet pictures of cats. At least I don't tweet dumb shit like you do because Ronda Rousey is a conspiracy theorist about shootings and stuff." It happens all the time, actually.
Well, but
WWE.
do you think sometimes they do that for like, I guess, kayfabe, you know?
No, they don't do it. This is what happens. I already talked about this with Sandman, and when I said this to Sandman agreed with me, and John got quiet because he didn't say shit. Listen, I call it the TMZ effect, all right? This has been happening for years. A couple of years back, this was the thing with TNA. And when AJ Styles left TNA, it opened a floodgate of other wrestlers leaving TNA. AJ left TNA. Lashley left TNA. Drew left TNA. Mia Yim left TNA. So there was this period when TNA was falling off, right? Where the popular thing to do online was LOL TNA. Every time somebody got fired or someone chose to leave TNA, you would just see people on social media turning them asshole. But then if someone left Ring of Honor, nobody ever reported that. If someone left WWE, nobody reported that. If someone left New Japan, nobody reported that because that wasn't the popular thing to do. I call that the TMZ effect, where where TMZ will only report negative news, right? They only talk about when people die or when there's a scandal, when there's an affair. They never talk about good news because good news doesn't get, it doesn't get clicks, right? And so now,
people like the messy shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So now in 2022, the popular thing to do is, the sky's falling. Triple H is taking over. Tony Khan's lost control. Blah, 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 blah. So now every time there's a Twitter scandal or a disagreement or someone passes gas backstage, it's reported as breaking news. Newsflash. Wrestlers don't like each other in all kinds of companies. Do you see Wrestle Talk or Sean Ross Sapp or Observer or Brian Alvarez or Dave Meltzer or any of these fucking dirt sheets reporting that? No, because nobody gives a fuck about Impact or CCW or MLW or New Japan Strong. No. But when two AEW wrestlers have a beef, let's fucking report that and let's tweet that. That's all it is, bro. It's just TMZ.
And I also think
I'm not even
go ahead.
But I'm not thinking about that, but this is a reoccurring thing that's happening with Sammy Guevara.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you there. I said that. I said the reoccurring pattern is Sammy. Like, at what point do you put your foot down and say, yo, man, this guy's an issue? First, it's the Sasha Banks, I want to rape her comment. Then it's the shit.
That right there was crazy. That alone.
Right.
And I think he got a slap on the wrist. Like, he was only suspended for like what, a month?
Yeah, he took what was it? He took
anger
classes.
Anger, right.
Sexual harassment class.
Sexual harassment class for like a month.
Yeah, first it was that.
That motherfucker went home and smoked weed. Fuck out of here.
Right. And then beat his meat looking at Sasha Banks.
Right. Then it was that. Then it was the shit with his ex-fiance / ex-girlfriend, Pam.
Messy shit. And he basically left his ex-fiance for Tay. Or Ty.
That's what happened.
What the fuck
That's
that
what
name
happened
is.
there. That's what happened. But see, that wasn't what got him in hot water. What got him in hot water was, and this is how you could tell like what happened. And he's not the only person. Like, first of all, like, Sammy's not the only wrestler, and he's not the only dude that's done this. But
of course not. Come on,
just like Bill Clinton's not the only president to get his dick
just
sucked while he's in
just
office.
like with Triple H. We all know what Triple H did.
Right.
He fucked his way up the corporate ladder. We know that.
Fucked up. Here's where Sammy fucked up. This is what a lot of dudes do. Like, and you should never have an affair. But here's where you fucked up. Right, where you fucked up was when the shit.
Hold on, before you let them know. Before you let them know how you fucked up. Before you let them know that, give me those thumbs, y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Toph, let them know how you fucked up. Give me those thumbs, y'all.
He made the number one mistake every like wealthy dude does, right? When he was engaged to Pam, right? And all due respect to Pam, very nice lady, right? When he proposed to her on Dynamite, he had a match with Sean Spears. I think he proposed to her, right? When he proposed to Pam, most people that watched AEW didn't even know he had a girlfriend. Because on his social media, he wasn't posting pictures with Pam like that. He just wasn't. She wasn't showing up on his blog. She wasn't showing up on BTE. I mean, so whatever. Like, he's a private guy. Okay, cool. But then once he got with Tay Conti, he started posting like selfies with her like every day on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. So listen, if you're a dude, right, and every guy that's listening to this, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? There's two types of chicks. There's the chicks you want to be seen in public with, and there's the chicks you're like low-key about it. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. Maybe you don't want people to know. Maybe you don't think she's that attractive. Whatever. Pussy's pussy. So it's like when he's with Tay Conti, he's letting first he says, what's going on in my life is not anyone's business. All right, fair enough. But then you post pictures of Tay like every day. So it's like, wait a minute. Why are you so proud to show off Tay Conti, but hardly anyone knew that you were dating Pam? Because you were fucking cheating. That's why. You know that everyone looks at Tay Conti as this hot, sexy chick. Oh, yeah, all the guys want to bang her. Let me show her off. But, Sam, she's cute and all, but she's not like drop dead gorgeous. So the mistake that he made was by posting all the pictures of Tay, it just made it more obvious. Like we all knew what fucking happened. But the fact that like he posted pictures on social media, it's like, bro, you don't, if you're a dude, right? If you're dating one chick and you break up and you go to another chick, it's super suspect if you have photos of one girl, but then like you don't have any photos of the other chick at all. It's like you were specifically trying to keep it hidden. You know, that's where he fucked up. He fucked up. He fucked that up himself.
And I'm
That's
gonna
on
let you
him.
know with that. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, my dude. And that's how you know this dude ain't a real player. Let's really be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially a man of my age or whatever, the time I came up in. If you a player, you a player. You're gonna post both of them on social media or whatever. And they both gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You already know how you know motherfuckers, especially from the Bronx. Motherfuckers ain't give a fuck. They be like, you know what? These are both of my girlfriends, and they accepted it. That motherfucker Sammy ain't really about that life. The fuck.
Shit, I'm trying to steal Jungle Boy's woman.
Oh my god!
Right. So he did that. Then after that, there was the shit with the TNT title because the TNT title was actually going good until he beat Miro for it, and that was really when that belt started going downhill. That's not totally his fault. You can put some of that on TK, but Sammy deserves a little bit of that credit too.
Yeah, because it was bouncing the title back and forth between him and Scorpio. What the fuck is Scorpio Sky? As a matter of fact,
there you go. There's no.
Didn't I tell you his
finally,
bum ass was gonna be off TV?
He just put this
like
what the
after
fuck?
that was the and after that was the Eddie Kingston shit. So and the thing about it is like they've, and I'm not even like trying to be like harsh here. I'm just being honest, right? Like they've tried really hard to establish as you know, they call them the pillars, right? The pillars of All Elite Wrestling, right?
Yeah.
I honestly feel like at this point, like dead ass, and I'm not even that crazy about him. I feel like at this point, dudes like fucking Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia, I feel like they're stronger pillars than Sammy is.
Yeah, the pillars definitely changed because remember when this dude, what was his name, MJF, he said the pillars was him, it was Darby Allin. Who else was the pillars?
It was MJF, Darby, Sammy, and like MJF,
Jungle Boy.
And Jungle Boy.
And Jungle Boy.
Right.
Yeah, now
right.
it's just MJF and
yeah. I feel like
and
at this
Jungle
point,
Boy, don't
I feel like at
respect
this
the
point,
jungle.
Like,
no, hold on, Toe.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna give Jungle Boy his props for right now because he's trying his best to get a different layer to his character when it comes to him being more vocal.
That music.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna always be real. You know that. I'm gonna always be real.
Hate his music.
On the inside, I need to face the music. But here's the thing. Like I said from before, he is not a fucking caveman. He needs to ditch that gimmick. That's not him. It's not.
Hey, Jungle Boy is a wild man.
Like, if you're a real caveman, you mad at Luchasaurus and all that, you're supposed to be on some we kill Luchadors. Kill you, Christian Cage.
He's not. You don't understand Jungle Boy. He's not a caveman. He's a wild man. He's a wild man. Jungle Boy lives in the natural. He's in
the natural condo
with the Amazon and the Congo and the waters.
No, not Congo, condominium. Live in no damn jungle.
The fuck?
Ain't nothing jungle about that dude.
Man, that's Jungle Boy.
The fuck out of here.
Future AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
The point I was trying to make was that I think at this point, guys like Ricky Starks, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, I feel like all of those dudes are like the higher up in a totem pole than Sammy is. I feel like if AEW did mass releases like WWE used to do, I feel like if Sammy Guevara got released, the majority wouldn't even notice. And I hate to say that, and that's not even on TK. That's on Sammy because it's just his dumb shit. Like that's not even TK.
Yeah, he's becoming a liability.
Right. So
you think
oh damn, we lost Nate.
I get it too.
The lawnmower man got him.
And I get it too. Like
hold on, so let Nate go. Nate.
He gone.
The lawnmower man got him. Oh man, not the lawnmower man.
Hey,
Nate.
at least it ain't Jeepers Creepers.
Nate, this you gotta do, right? Nate, fall back and come right back. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't hear you at all. If you can hear us, leave the table and come back to the table. What you saying now, Tove?
I was just saying that, like I get it. Like, I'm not a jock. I never played sports, but I had a lot of friends that were jocks, and I've seen shit like that happen before. You know, it's like you go to school and you're a nobody. Like when you're a dude and you're just a nobody and you got no status, like you're limited to what type of chicks you can get. But then when you become popular, you know, when you're the captain of the football team and everybody wants a piece of you, the type of chicks you can pull is on a different level. So, like, I get it. You know, I feel like whoever the Pam chick was probably, if I had to guess, I'm going to assume Pam was probably some chick he knew but when he was just an indie wrestler. I'm referring to Sammy now. I bet Pam was probably just a friend, just that he always knew. And, you know, I bet they were like sweethearts, whatever.
Right.
But then, you know, here comes AEW.
High school sweethearts, yeah.
Right. But then here comes AEW. You know, AEW's got a TV deal. It's on TNT. All of a sudden, you're not an indie wrestler. Now, all of a sudden, you know, you're on mainstream TV in front of millions every week. You're in a group of Chris Jericho. You're being pushed. You're young. You know, you
got
can do
pussy
all these
coming at you. Chicks is throwing panties at you.
Right. AEW gets bigger, and all of a sudden, you know, here comes Ruby Soho. Here comes Tay Conti. Here comes Anna Jay. Here comes all these attractive chicks that you would never have seen
I
before,
may just threw Ruby Soho in there.
No, I'm just talking about the fact that you're a bigger name. You know, it's like when you go from a nobody.
Don't Ruby, don't. You try to be slick.
So I think that's what happened.
Ruby Soho. If
anyway,
Ruby Soho was coming,
happened.
I would think she's trying to sell me cigars or something.
But anyway, that's what probably happened to him. You know, so I get it. You know, and he's not the only person. Like I've said this from the beginning. Like
Ruby Soho is ass ugly. That bitch look like a peacock with a cock.
Leave her alone.
You there?
Yeah, sorry about that.
You ain't gonna talk about my girl Ruby. Leave her.
But anyway, I just want to say for the record though that what Sammy's doing is no different than the other dudes like Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels. He ain't doing anything they didn't do. You know, the only difference is
they all did it. Like look at what this motherfucker. Look what fuck his name is again. That dude that look like Ellen DeGeneres on SmackDown. The SmackDown commentator. Corey Graves,
yeah.
Look at him.
Right.
Like he left his wife and kids for Carmella and shit.
The only difference between Sammy, Orton, and Shawn was that from day one, like the people in charge had their mind made up on Shawn. Vince was like, you know, I'll let Shawn fucking take a shit on me, and Vince was like, yeah, boy toy, yeah. You know, he didn't care. You know, and Randy Orton, like I used to read stories about Randy Orton where like he would pull out his dick and just put his dick like on random people's shoulders, but then would put it away when Stephanie walked. Just really dumb shit.
Nah, I heard of that. No, see, I would have lost my job. I don't give a fuck. See, motherfuckers be like, oh, you gotta respect the business. Like the fuck out of here. This dude put his cock on your fucking shoulder. Nah,
why they call him the Viper?
Career over. That's it. Career's over.
Is that why they call him the Viper? There you go.
Not the cock.
Just like when motherfuckers be on that shit like during the match, like they spit in your face during the match to like get heat. Nah, man, you're not doing that. Exactly. These motherfuckers sometimes they take that heat shit to another level. And they be like, oh, it's just a rib. Come on, it's just a rib. Yeah, I'm gonna poke him in the rib.
You sound like
on the shoulder.
You said that was the story. What it was that like I think this was Evolution Orton, right? So like in the early 2000s, apparently what he would do just backstage if there was like a young up and coming guy, just as a prank, if they were like kind of like Jackass almost, like if somebody was sitting on a chair, he would stand behind him, unzip his pants, and just like literally just
hell nah.
Right. But he would only do it when Stephanie and Triple H were not around. Because apparently when they were around, it was described that like when they were around, it's like, you know, like when you go on a field trip and your mom is there, like, oh, you're not gonna act up with your mom being there. so
That's crazy. Like as soon as my mom go away, I'm gonna pull my cock out. What type of shit is that?
Yeah.
right.
Oh my god.
Hey, Viper, get over here. Yeah.
Nah, man. See, that's the thing. Like, just like with X-Pac, the whole story with X-Pac that he took a shit in somebody's
Shit. Yeah, in a bag. Yeah.
in their sandwich. He took a shit in their sandwich.
Yeah.
Yo, like, come on. That's why Joey Styles put the beats on Bradshaw. Like, everybody's not playing with you. Like, motherfuckers don't play. Like, yo, stop playing with me. I'm grown. I will fuck you up.
Anyway, back on the actual story. Listen, man, I don't know. I mean, you never want to judge people by appearance, but Andrade looks like a dude I probably wouldn't want to fuck with. I got my money on Andrade if they get into a fight. I'm pretty sure.
But how the fuck this shit started in the first place? What's going on?
I don't know. Apparently they had a match. If they had a match, it wasn't on TV because they've never had a match on Dynamite or Rampage.
No, they didn't. They never was. They never crossed paths or nothing ever. Yeah.
Andrade did an interview, and I think he said something about the only complaints he ever had was from Sammy. I think Andrade said. Now this was in Spanish, so the interview had to be translated. He said that Sammy told him that he was too stiff. Wherever this match happened, it wasn't an AEW. Maybe it was at some indie place or something.
Whoa! Slow down. Slow down. Mm-hmm. Sammy said Andrade was too stiff. The same motherfucker that jumps off buildings for a living.
That's what he claimed.
Yo, what the? You know what? Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Right. So Andrade said that's the only complaint he's had from anybody in the AEW locker room. Says everybody else treats him like family. And so when Andrade said that Sammy said that he was too stiff, Andrade was like, well, it's wrestling. We hit each other. Like, what are we supposed to do? And that's how it started. And like I said, I don't know where this match happened. The only place I could think it happened, maybe it was in AAA, because Sammy does do AAA stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
AAA like that. Yeah. Maybe it was a mixed tag or something, because they have had no matches because they're both heels in AEW.
But I'm still bugging over that. Does that seem so asinine?
Yeah,
that he's sitting there saying that Andrade is stiff, but every single match you're in, my dude, you doing somersaults landing on your neck.
From what I've seen, Andrade is like one of the safer guys in AEW. He doesn't do any crazy shit. He's normal. I don't see him.
Well, I would say like when it comes to his strikes, his strikes like with that spinning elbow attack, it is pretty stiff. But you know, I mean, come on, man. That's the thing. Like, stop being a pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get some type of contact to make the match look good. Not everybody's honky tonk man.
Charlotte likes Andrade stiff. I know that.
Oh god.
Her face is stiff.
Yeah.
Oh god, you're gonna summon Snuggles in a minute.
Oh boy.
So let me talking about Charlotte. She's great. Shit, but yeah, this the Bound for Glory shit. I want to talk about this. Hold on, Toph. I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this motherfucker's gonna live a long time.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
See? I told you.
Hey, yo, Snubs, they was talking shit about Charlotte. Get him.
Oh, y'all bugging. You already know. all these crimes are committed, atrocities. You know damn well Charlotte is missed, and she needs to be the champion right now. Besides Bayley,
you fucking
what?
She's a goddess. I don't know why I hate her so much.
All I said was Charlotte like Andrade stiff. That's all I
hate Charlotte. No. I've been to her I don't hate her at all. I just think she's overrated.
But bugging. Andrade is overrated because he don't deserve to be with her. I do.
I hear that fly shit.
Andrade. When we were talking about Sammy Guevara said that Andrade was stiff.
Did you hear the text though? Like, did you hear the whole text war on Twitter that they had? Did you hear about that?
They were exchanging tweets. You said that like they were like going at each other.
Yeah, tweets. Yeah.
Did you hear what they said? Know what? I guess that whatever they got to do to get attention so they can make the next feud.
Well, did you hear what they said though?
Just the part where I think it was Toph that said that Sammy Guevara said that Andrade was too stiff, and you were like, "Really?" Says the motherfucker who jumps off a building.
All right, this like basically right. This dude Sammy Guevara was responding to a tweet that Andrade had posted. Andrade said, I said it to your face. If you had a problem with me and you said nothing, I won't beat your ass because I'm a professional. Don't be scared. And so Guevara responded and said, you didn't say shit to me, you liar. But here's some truth, you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law. Are you really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time? Just go back to WWE like we all know you want to do and fuck off.
Well, I mean, in that little exchange just right there, I think Sammy's in the right. only because like when you think about it, it's like he has a point. You're not over. You know, you were technically one can make the argument he was more over NXT than he was in AEW.
Yeah,
but the thing is like for me with Andrade, he's not a talker, so he's gonna need a manager. And he had a good thing with Zelina, but you know, like I said, relationships in real life kind of contradicted, you know, them two to being together. But you know, Andrade.
But why would you say that though? This is the thing, right? Like, let's really be real. They had broke up that. I guess you could say her being his dude manager before her and Malachi Black even got married. So, like, what was the point? It's like as soon as they broke up,
but they were engaged.
I think they was, but still. That was at the beginning of his downfall when they got rid of Zelina Vega, when they moved Zelina Vega from this dude Andrade. That was like the beginning of the end for this dude.
To me, it's a package deal. They all need each other. Andrade needs Zelina, because everyone talks about Andrade, but no one talks about Zelina. She's not doing shit either. She needed him too.
That's what I'm saying. They go great together.
Right.
To be fair, Zelina was getting that push, but it's just the WWE fans don't want her to have that push, which I never understood. Like
she's not a wrestler.
No, right. She could. I mean, she's not as. But the thing is, she's like Alexa Bliss, but just less athletic in a sense. Like I mean, she could do more.
This is the thing. Just because she knows how to do a hurricanrana doesn't mean she's a wrestler.
Right, but she's better than a lot of others.
To me, Zelina and Andrade, and this may be like blasphemous or something. I'm just trying to make a comparison. To me, Zelina and Andrade is like, what was his name, Nate? The dude that was with Sabu. You know, the guy with the whistle.
Bill Alfonso.
Yeah, Alfonso. Yeah, like Alfonso. Alfonso was always with Sabu. He was always with Taz. Heyman was with Lesnar. Like, it just works. Selena and Andrade, it worked, you know?
Yeah, like she was the talker. She was the one that
she
was
can shit. She's really good at that. But but to me, like when they try to give her the push, like when she eliminated Sasha Banks from the Royal Rumble, nobody really liked that. And I was like, come on. This is her time to like, you know, she's got something credible on her resume, but y'all didn't want her to have that.
Don't get me wrong, man.
It wasn't needed. We didn't want it. We didn't want it. It was forced. And we didn't want it.
Well, don't get me wrong. Like I would take her over Liv Morgan because Liv is not it at all. But is she not on that? But she's definitely not on that level enough to be taken seriously.
Liv Morgan's getting better. She's getting better. I'm telling
she's not good enough for Shayna Baszler to sell like for 10 minutes. Like that's just not believable at all. I'm sorry.
Yo, speaking of her, I see they trying to tease her becoming a face. I'm not gonna lie, she might as well be a face. She just might as well just go there. Like, what else? What does she have to lose? Her being the heel, there's nothing left for her being the heel. I think she should be a face. Why not? Fuck it. Who knows what may happen? She might end up getting more heat being a face.
Well, because when Liv Morgan became champion, people were like, "All right, well, we think Shayna Baszler deserves something," and they're right. She does
She
deserve
does.
something.
She
But
was yeah.
like all
Uh,
this time, she was a heel when she was getting her push, and now people are starting to come around to liking Shayna Baszler as a character. So they're like, "All right, might as well go with the face turn because the heel turn didn't really like pan out the way how she wanted it. But it'd be good for her to go face,
and
become
just so we're
champion, and
clear,
then become heel."
and just so we're clear, I don't hate Liv like Scott does. All I'm saying is that the shoe just doesn't fit. When I see Liv
Right.
Morgan, she reminds me of like the chicks I would see from like the Divas era, like Candice Michelle and Eve Torres. Like she's not a wrestler. Like
why
she's
you
not
so?
somebody.
Why y'all praising this fake Harley Quinn?
I like Liv Morgan. She's
No,
okay.
actually, the fake Harley Quinn is Alexa Bliss. That's a fake.
Alexa
Harley.
Bliss could pull that off though.
No, but
And
this
she's a
is
good
what
wrestler.
this is what they doing right now. They got bum ass Liv Morgan walking around with a baseball bat.
Okay, that's
Because she's
Well,
getting ready
what
for
they're trying
she's
to
getting ready
do
for
is
extreme rules.
they're trying to make her believable. Like I said, the shoe just doesn't fit. I don't
She's
believe
terrible.
that she should be in the
Nah,
ring with people like
She's
that.
I really
terrible.
think she's getting better. I think Liv Morgan's getting better. That's me personally. I really think she's getting better.
Well, if you like her,
Especially
that's fine.
look at her. All right. Like compare her from how she was at the beginning of this year to now. You can see.
I tell you
You can
what.
see the progression.
I tell you what. When she was with the Riot Squad, to me, she was just nothing more than like having a few spots here and there. Like you could do this spot, you could
Oh,
do
she
that
definitely
bump.
elevated. Yeah,
Oh,
she
I'm not
definitely
saying she's
elevated since
bad.
then. She
I
definitely
just don't.
elevated since
I
then.
just don't take
Yeah.
her seriously as a champion at all. She's just
She's
not
gotten
that
better.
level. And she's not good enough to be in the ring with someone like Shayna Baszler for Shayna to sell for her. Like in
She
But
that
makes
Shayna's
that-
been
match,
a fighter her whole life.
She
You
makes
know,
that
she's
title
got
look
the
so
better
weak.
experience.
right? Like when
makes
she
that
was having
title
her
look
match
so
with
weak.
Shayna Baszler, I could see Shayna was slowing down just so Liv could keep up with her. It's like this chick isn't it, bro. You can't put her in the ring against a tactician and expect me to believe that. Even AEW has girls that know
But
how to
she
wrestle,
outlasted.
like Serena Deeb or Athena. Like, there's no way she could beat them either. But like, they were
No, she
booking her in that way. You know, it just doesn't work.
Rhea
I
Ripley
know.
had to bend over just for her to do a wrestling move. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
So-
Rhea
so
Ripley is
they got
doing a
little-
lot of Rhea Ripley's doing a lot of bending down as of late when it comes to Dominic.
Damn right,
Nah,
man.
the only person
Make
doing the bending is Dominic, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Ben,
Dominique is hitting him with that long mini stroke.
She said, "Whatever Poppy want, Poppy get."
I feel like when you do doggy style with her, she pulls you in.
Oh,
I bet
jeez.
she
Man, the
would.
only person being fucked is Dom because he's a bitch. Fuck him.
I still say people may like him as a heel. I still say he needs to cut that one promo that just gets him like away from the baby face. You know, like
I don't think
It's
he's
like-
down to disrespect his father. That's the
Yeah,
Well,
Go ahead,
hold on,
just
wait. Snows, you did ask for what? Because remember, he did say yesterday that did he say he hate his father? You told him. Remember, you said the previous episode you said he should say that, and he said it. Well, what
Yeah.
you want him to do?
Okay.
Shoot him?
Of course
Yeah.
he hates
well,
his dad.
that would be the
Eddie
next
was a-
thing.
Of course he hates his dad, man. Eddie was a great.
I'm just saying, because that's what Snugs wanted. Snugs was like, yo, he should say he hate him. You know, he hate his father.
No, like
He
no,
said
like
it.
I want him
Like-
to. I want him to grab the mic and capture the entire audience's attention just by like, listen here, I'm done playing these games. I'm not on my dad's side no more. I'm my own man. Fuck you, Dad. You and me in an Inferno match right now, and then something like that.
Inferno match.
An Inferno match.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's so random.
If you put
Put him
some
in a
facial
front
hair, if you put some facial hair on Dominic, you could play the guy in Ferris Bueller, the one that stole the Ferrari at the
So
first.
you want
And
him
he needs to
get-
change his wrestling style. He can't be doing no more hurricanranas and shit. I need you to beat the fuck out of somebody.
It's awkward when a big guy does
he
it.
gotta be more ground based. His offense
Yeah.
gotta be more ground
So
based.
so you pretty much want Dominique Mysterio to go home and get his ass whooped by Grandma Mysterio. You know you don't play that shit. Grandma will beat
No.
that ass.
I
Hey,
want
you know
him to
what?
get
You
rid
make
of
a
the high
you make a
flying.
good you make a good point. You know what I'm saying? Like on the road to WrestleMania, get the family involved. The
Yeah.
Mysterio family. Have Aaliyah come back, like, yo, brother, what are you doing, brother? And then have him slap Aaliyah, all that shit.
They'll do that.
Really
Yeah, I
get
see
this
that.
dude over like the scumbag, the new scumbag. Have him slap Aaliyah, tell Aaliyah you always been a slut, all that shit. Make Ray really make Ray mad at this dude Dominic. Like you went too far.
I'm tired of Rey Mysterio simping to Rhea. Like, hit her already. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, if she's beating the shit out of my son, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of both of them.
That's why I said this story would be a lot better if it was the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era, because
because Rhea Ripley would have been got washed. Rhea Ripley would have been got washed by now.
There's only so much they can do to get heat in a PG rating. You know,
she needs to go through a flaming table. That's what they need to do.
Because especially because you had The Rock. The Rock was beating up women. Stone Cold was beating up women. All of us beating women up. Like she wouldn't have lasted long.
Remember when Stone Cold beat the shit out of Lita with the chair?
Oh my god!
They're not allowed to do that no more.
My favorite one that people don't talk about was from TNA. When Jeff Jarrett hit Miss Brooks with the guitar shot.
No. What about your boy Chris Benoit chopped the fuck out of Medusa?
Oh yeah,
I never seen that. Yeah, I never seen that.
It was a match. Ooh man, I felt bad for Medusa.
I guarantee you,
he didn't pop one of those tits.
No,
Medusa has some big ass tits.
He hit her with a chop. She fell to the ground. They just had to stop the match. They was like,
she gave birth after that chop.
Exactly. I'm surprised she didn't bounce back up off the floor with her tits hitting the.
She probably told him they hit him just like she was a dude.
Yeah, she told him don't go easy.
Honestly, if Mae Young told me the same thing, I'd go all out. I'd take the chair.
Mae Young called Bubba a pussy. He said, "You better put me through the chair. Stop being." Put me through a table. Stop being a pussy.
Mae Young, yeah.
I don't care what the reports say.
Mae Young was a
and Fabulous Moolah. Fabulous Moolah was there with her the whole way too. I can't exclude her just because of what she did. Apparently,
fuck Moolah. Fuck Moolah. You know why I say fuck Moolah? Because Mae Young, for her even taking that spot when Bully Ray caught her with the sit down power bomb. Off the stage on the table.
Yeah, but
nobody will take that spot. Huh?
Moolah was taking some bumps though.
No.
She wasn't taking. No, like Moolah was taking some bumps, but she wasn't taking like Mae Young bumps, but she was still taking bumps at her age.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. Like Mae Young took the biggest bump ever. Like who is getting a sit down powerbomb off the stage onto a table? How old was Mae Young at that time? Mae Young was like 80 years old at that time.
70 something. I wish I have her enthusiasm when I get that age. I'd be like, yeah, come about me.
Can we talk about that time Bully gave Trish a powerbomb and he prematurely ejaculated on the spot? That was funny.
Oh yeah, he nutted on.
Don't say that.
He's like, oh.
Yo, that's when Trish was so fucking bad around. Oh my god, yo, fucking Trish Stratus was
still
so bad at that time.
She at her age.
Yeah, she is.
But no one wants old Trish Stratus. We want
I do.
Trish Stratus.
I do.
You guys are some horny bastards. Get laid.
Yes. Nothing but WWE sluts.
Hey, check this out. When Jay Cargill finally gets in my DM, I'll be ready.
Yo, so now Jay Cargill got beef with Nyla Rose, whatever.
Oh,
they got beef now.
Why does she have beef with him?
I guess there's no one else for her to fight against.
She ran out of so many girls to fight. She's gonna fight dudes now.
Might as well. Yo, you stupid. That was a good one.
So you gonna let Jay Cargill lose to a man? That ain't fair.
Nah, hell no. Jay Cargill should not be losing this year. Period. Jay Cargill should be undefeated until next year.
I'm surprised Taylor got a championship.
You think she should lose the title at Full Gear?
I ain't gonna lie. Who Jay Cargill should be losing to? That's if she comes back and she's healthy enough. It's Chris Statlander.
Yeah, that's what I pick. Statlander.
Statlander.
That's the one that's supposed
I mean,
to be.
I could go behind Leah Hirsch too. You know, I want her to go to the Combat Club. Hirsch.
Oh yeah, she's still hurt, right?
Can they get rid of the
Her,
Yeah,
Combat
yeah,
Club?
Statlander. Yeah, she.
I'm
hurt.
tired.
Where's
of
Thunder
them
Rosa?
already.
Where's
She's
Thunder
hurt
Rosa's
too.
fine ass?
She's hurt too. Yeah.
She's still hurt? Oh man, I love her.
Yeah.
I heard she.
She about to get up out of there. Like it's a lot
Yeah,
of it's a lot of hints pointing
heat on
towards
her.
her just going back to Mexico.
Sandbag.
Hey yo,
WWE.
Thunder Rosa, when you go out there to Mexico, make sure you give me some soft tacos and some fucking rice, you fucking
Tacos.
bum. Not let me sorry. I never really seen the full appeal of Thunder Rosa. Can I say she's a bum? She's not a bum, but she's really overrated, and she is a botch fest, and she is very stiff in the ring.
I think she's the first. I think Nyla Rose is the first guy to switch genders and not dominate the other fucking gender of sport that they're in.
Yo,
like everybody else is
That's all right. She is though. She don't even do shit. And how much Nyla Rose get paid a year? Like as much as Moxley. Like what?
Nah.
Matter of fact, close like $3 million a year. Moxley get paid like $6 million. She get paid like $3 million. The fuck out of here.
No way.
Actually, Britt Baker's the highest paid. She makes about $3 million. Nyla makes about $2 million.
I'm telling you, Nyla Rose making about. I'm gonna look it up right now. As a matter of fact,
look it up. Wow,
bro, you know why she makes that money.
And you know
why.
Jade only makes $500,000. You would think
Charlotte
Charlotte
makes less than her too, and Charlotte's been holding it down.
No,
well, Charlotte
makes.
She's been around for like a decade, right?
But she don't make more than Nyla.
No, Charlotte makes.
Charlotte gets coke money from Andrade. They got that coke money.
But they make. But Becky Lynch makes $3.5 million. I don't understand.
See how Sandman feels about Thunder Rosa. That's how I feel about Becky. I always thought Becky was overrated.
Yeah, she don't deserve $3.5
and that's
million.
that's like I seen Thunder Rosa live. I seen her fight twice live. She's not it like what people try to say she is. She ain't it.
Adorable. She's adorable.
Well, I'm not saying she's not sexy. She's sexy, whatever. I'm talking about her in-ring ability.
That's how I feel about.
You take out
Becky Lynch, bro. I think Becky Lynch
take out the Nia Jax.
Yo, I
think
Becky Lynch
was cute.
What would
Becky Lynch be?
She was terrible. Becky
Lynch.
Horrible.
Where would she be if Nia Jax wasn't around?
Since we're talking about that, yeah, Bailey sucks too. It's gonna keep doing
that. Bailey needs to get in shape. That's all.
Bailey's got a lot of jump in
ass on TV. Keep her thick ass on TV.
You know what I think? You know what I think, Tove? Is it possible that maybe she doesn't have the passion like that no more because her best friend isn't there?
I don't know, man. All I know is that she got exposed last night. If this pay-per-view happens and there's no reaction again, y'all got no excuse. You could hear crickets in that contract.
Bianca can't fucking cut a promo.
No, come on, let's really be real. That crowd sucked last night,
bro. Damage Control has consistently gotten zero reaction since the.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not. But let's really be real now. That crowd sucked last night. That crowd sucked.
I guarantee if that was back in Dublin, Ireland, Bianca Belair and Bailey would be getting some hype. Them fans
also,
suck.
I have a question too. Not that I care about Bailey. If she had an ACL tear, why in the fuck is she in a ladder match? What sense does that make?
Because she's been gone for 2 years. She's had some recovery, so she's good now.
That's not a good match to put somebody with an ACL tear, though.
Go ahead, Bailey. Get you a ladder match.
These are the same people that put Kevin Nash in a ladder match. So it is what it is.
And Umas.
Well, he carries his squad anyway
in a ladder match. It made no sense.
So hey, it is what it is.
Go ahead, Bailey. Go ahead, get yourself a ladder match. I don't blame her.
But I really think that might be it. I think she just missed her best friend. She missed Sasha Banks. And the passion ain't there. Because really think of it. Every time they was always on the card or on the road together. Sasha
The hell
Banks
with Sasha
and
Banks,
Bailey.
man.
She's
Why
Mr.
we
I don't
still
believe
This is
that
the
one
first
bit.
time. I'm saying this is the first time they wasn't around each other.
Why
This
we
is the
I don't
first
believe
time.
I don't believe that at all. I think she's
the
fine. I
hell
think
with
what it
Sasha
is that
Banks?
Bianca didn't cut a good promo last night, but even then, Bailey still saved it when she dragged her ass over the table.
Oh, I
And
don't
then,
mean that, Snuggles. I just mean the whole act in general is just not working. Period.
For me, I
Because they
love it.
don't have a character. I was saying
They
that
gave her
before.
they gave
Damage
her a huge
Control
prop.
don't have a character. Why are they called Damage Control? Why did they all come together in the first place?
Well, they ain't
Why should we give
damaging
a
shit.
fuck? And then not only that, when they first started the bum out is when they lost Leah and Rodriguez. What's her name again? That tall bitch. That's when
Rodriguez, Gonzalez.
that's when you see the chink in the armor. That's when the bum out started trickling down because they wasn't even supposed to lose that fucking match in that tag team tournament.
The referee made a mistake.
That was Triple H bad booking.
That was the
It
referee
was.
mistake.
I put
This
all
is what we
blame
was
on
talking
Triple
about
H.
at the beginning of the show, man. Everything has a honeymoon period, but the honeymoon period ends. And what's going on is that people don't want to accept that Triple H makes fuck ups too. And he does.
Of
All
course.
bookers make mistakes.
What happened was y'all cheered Becky Lynch. Y'all cheered Bailey when she brought in Damage Control, and then like 2 weeks after, y'all were done with it already. It's the fans. That's what it is. They give up too quickly.
Yeah, that's the thing, Snuggles. You're not listening to me. Why motherfuckers don't listen? Y'all listen to me. Yeah. At first, it was cool. It was awesome because we all knew the potential of a Bailey. We all knew the potential of a Dakota Kai, Io Sky. We know their potential, yes. But we need a reason why we should give a fuck that y'all are together.
Well,
It's
here's
simple.
the problem. WWE did that fuck shit with Io Sky.
Wait, weren't they together in NXT?
Yeah.
No.
They did that fuck shit with Io Sky and the Japanese stereotype that you can't speak English. God damn. They fucked that up. They should have never allowed her to talk.
I think Damage Control is proof that you can put 3 good people in a group if they got no chemistry, it still doesn't work. Then you can put 3 bad people in a group, but if they play off each other, it can fucking work. They don't work. That's all I gotta say.
Pretty simple. This is what it is. If you got a stable, stables come together for a reason. Look at NWO. What was NWO? We all know the reason for NWO coming together. It's in the name itself. They wanted to take shit over, right? The 4 Horsemen. They were supposed to be the classiest, best wrestlers on the whole brand. That's why. Can you mute your mic real quick there? Thank you. We all know the 4 Horsemen all came together because they was the classy wrestlers and they was the best wrestlers in town, right? The DX, they was the immature against the system type of group. Every stable, every group had a purpose. The Brood, vampires that, do bloodbaths or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when Damage Control came out, yeah, it was awesome because, we know the potential of them individually. But it's like, okay, why should we give a fuck that y'all together? And that's why I came up with the reason why they should have, why they came together and they should have pitched. Basically, they should have been on some shit like, yo, Io's like, oh, y'all try to put me on the sidelines, and then y'all try to get rid of me. Dakota Kai, yeah, y'all got rid of me. Y'all had nothing for me. Bailey, and have Bailey be the one and be like, to bring them all together, like, yo, y'all trying to throw away good female wrestlers, knowing damn well they're the best wrestlers in the business, and I'm I'm the best in the business. So I wanted to bring all the best female wrestlers in the business right now. Boom. And the reason why we call ourselves Damage Control is y'all damaged the women's division.
Well, here's
and
the thing.
We're here to repair that damage.
Fans resented Damage Control because they did not want Bailey to be part of a stable. They want Bailey to be solo. A solo heel. The hell you need no talent having ass Dakota Kai and Io Sky on your team.
Now
I
you
fucking
tripping.
hate Dakota Sky. She is
how Dakota
trash.
Kai don't have no talent? What do you mean?
She's trash. Get the fuck out of here.
My dude, how you say Dakota Kai is trash? What are you talking about?
She was trash in NXT.
You got your opinion. You got your opinion.
I mean, she's not trash. I can name worse. She's not bad.
With that stupid pose that she do. She's so fucking corny.
That Spider-Man pose, I don't get that either. Like,
what about Io?
Shit,
what you think about Io Sky though? Since you hate Dakota Kai.
No, Io Sky is good, but they always do that dumbass shit with
Asian
wrestlers where
she doesn't
talk very bad English.
To me, all y'all are overanalyzing this. I've said this before. We're saying, man, like the only company that's ever cared about women's wrestling without gaslighting people is TNA. Even TNA got it right with female factions. Like it goes as far back to the beautiful people.
But how was it?
Angelina Love.
How was that? It's not overanalyzing. It's not overanalyzing at all.
No. I was just simply saying that they just don't have any chemistry together. It just doesn't work. It's not pleasing on the eyes. But if you look at Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, it worked. They had the whole biker mean girl thing going on.
Thank you. That's why it worked. That was their character. They had a character. They felt that they was the most beautiful women in the Knockouts division. They had a character. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
damn, y'all don't listen now.
I will say, like, I think Dakota Kai and Io Sky, or however fucking their names are, they should both start doing moves where, like, they complement each other's, moveset. That way, like,
I agree. It doesn't give them more of a tag team tandem, like
even some of the
when it comes to like a Steiner Brothers or what's these dudes, the Quebecers type of tag team style. Yeah, I agree.
Even some of the stuff that like Impact did, like once the majority of fans fell off. Like I think what was her name, Taryn Terrell. She had a group called the Dollhouse. It was her, Mia Yim, and Marty Bell.
Yeah,
like even that worked.
Yeah, because why, Tove? Because why?
They had like this sort of like Barbie girl meets Mean Girl.
Exactly. They had a character. They was known for being something. Damage Control. Why y'all call Damage Control? What are y'all? Why are y'all together for? What are y'all doing? What is y'all purpose? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's why shit is not working because they just put them together. They put them together with no plan. There's no plan behind them.
But in fairness as well, though, I'm being like harsh on them. It's not just them. Like it's the whole division as well. Like Bianca's stale. I feel like she's done everything that she can do as a face. Alexa Bliss. I'm not even that much of a fan of Alexa Bliss. Ever since she's come back, like when she got married and she came back. She's just been there, cold as ice. Asuka's just biding time, doing nothing. They keep teasing the stuff with Nikki Cross. Like, is she gonna go back to being crazy? Is she gonna stay a superhero? It's just not working, man. This women's division is just not working. People love to give Tony Khan shit for AEW and the women's division, and that's fair. But it's like I don't see people giving the same energy to Triple H for this women's division because, like, oh, we can't attack Triple H. Like, nah, bro. Hold him accountable. This shit's no good.
Oh, yes,
shouts go out to my guy. Like I said from before, y'all want to build your channel. Make sure y'all check out my boy Guy.
Man. The only chick in WWE that's on the up and up, like her stock is rising and she's getting more over, is Rhea from this Judgment Day bullshit with Dom. She should.
I still hate that name. I still think that name.
I know it's dumb, but it's doing wonders for her career.
Judgment Day.
I expect Rhea will probably be champion by the end of the year or sometime next year. She's the only one I really see on the up and up. Everybody else is just struggling. It's not.
They should have just called the group Mid Balor's fucking group.
Well, here's the thing.
You already know this bitch is the leader. Rhea Ripley is the leader of that group.
Yep.
Actually, Damian Priest. There's rumors that there's going to put a major push on Finn Balor. So that means
I heard about it. I heard about that.
I'll tell you what though. Shout out to Damian Priest for taking up the Spanish in his promos because I was getting sick and tired of that shit.
Man, why
Yo,
you gonna
Nate,
not
you
let
still
him be Puerto
Nate?
Rican?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yo, Nate, you all right? Man, talk, motherfucker. Say something.
I'm letting you guys cook. I'm just drinking.
Oh, we're cooking and you hydrating.
Yeah. Come on now, get some of the steak.
So anyway,
Yeah,
Sam,
no,
you got a card?
I don't watch WWE, so I don't have really much of an opinion on the women.
So you're not gonna pull up for the
AEW.
watch? I better pull up for the watch party this
Oh, I
Saturday.
will. I'll be there.
Man.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
He's an
he
AEW.
got a
time
real
at work,
good card.
He's an AEW
Yeah, I'll be there.
Spectator. So he
I don't know
really
if I work
follows
Saturday.
WWE.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This coming Wednesday, man. I'm looking forward to that match. My boy, finally, Brian Cage is coming back on TV to go against his dude Wardlow.
Did you guys hear about the overrun? Yeah, they're gonna be going 15 minutes
extra
over.
15 minutes.
About fucking time.
Yeah.
Now are they gonna get Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, they get it. Yeah, right. Remember that shit, right? You stupid. And about time they put this dude Wardlow with something meaningful, because hopefully him and Brian Cage put on a real good match.
Honestly,
for the TNT belt.
I think
they're
wasting Wardlow's time. I'm sorry,
it's Wardlow, so I'm not gonna give him too much.
Why isn't Wardlow in the heavyweight title picture?
Because he's TNT
Goldberg.
Why would he be in the title picture, bro?
Like I said, why the fuck has he even got the TNT title? He needs to be in the world heavyweight picture.
Well, you got to.
Yo, I agree with Scott. I do.
There's some people that you just don't need to go through that. Oh, give him a mid-card title, and no, put him in the world heavyweight title picture.
Yo, Scott. Like when he cut that promo, when he said, "Oh, I'm going for the TNT championship." Remember, I was there. You know what I'm saying? Me and my lady, we was there at Kansas City when he said that shit. Because we thought he was gonna say he's going after the world title. When he said the TNT title, we was like, the whole crowd was like, "Huh?"
And you know what's so funny about that?
That was the beginning of the end.
That could have been. And that could have been MJF's opponent to take down for the title.
What's going on, Black Star?
Nobody,
okay.
Who? There's nobody we want to watch MJF take the title.
I like Wardlow, but he's not at that level yet, bro.
I'm kind of getting sick and tired of AEW because they get too damn personal. I feel like everybody there hates each other and they're just letting it all out. Meanwhile, in WWE, if you hate each other, it's it's not known to the public.
Speaking of that, hold up. Speaking of that, this is something.
So let them know, Tove. Let them know, Tove. Don't let them escape.
I think that's professional.
This is something I got to get off. Well, it's really not that big of a deal.
Hold on. Before you say that, yo, Black Star, thanks for the sub, my dude. Make sure you spread the word when you want. Anybody that like the old fashioned wrestling or wrestling period. Spread the word. Thanks a lot for the sub, Black Star. Thank you.
Hit the like.
You know what? That sounds like professional.
Hey, hit those thumbs, man. Let me get those thumbs, B. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you.
I think that's a professional issue going on in AEW.
All right. So what I was gonna say was what you just said, Snuggles. I'm going to cop off that. I was not. I always try to make an effort to watch the go home stuff because I don't really care too much for WWE either. But I will always watch a go home show if they got a pay-per-view.
Get you amped up for it, yeah.
Right. I had my TV on Raw. I was cooking. I wasn't really paying attention, and I heard that Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle were in the ring. They were cutting a promo, and this has been bothering me for a while. I'm surprised no one's brought this up. In the context of the story, Riddle's the face, but Rollins is the heel. And Rollins is like, "Oh, yeah, you can't see your kids, can you?" And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I know this is wrestling, and I know it's scripted, but it's like, what the fuck did this dude do in real life where he can't see his kids? Like, is that supposed to make me sympathetic?
That's another thing, too. That's another thing, too. Yeah, I never thought about that. What did he do to get his kids, to not have,
because that's some serious shit. You gotta do
because him and his wife is beefing.
Right, him and his wife is divorced.
Yeah,
but for a judge to sit there and say, "Yeah, we're not going to give you that much visiting time between you and your kids,"
Like, what
and
the
you're
fuck
Matt
did he
Riddle.
do?
But I hear what you say. I definitely hear what you're saying, Toph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's
Like,
what they
I
fucked
get
up.
what they were trying to do, but like that's
Yeah,
like kind
try to
of
bring
reverse
heat.
psychology.
Yeah, bring heat to the feud. But it's like you still
Yeah,
gotta
that's what I'm
fucking.
saying. Yeah, like
You
I
still
don't have
gotta
a problem
play.
with you.
Hold on, Snubs. Like I hear what you're saying, Toph. They're trying to bring heat. You know what I'm saying to the feud or whatever, but they still gotta be in character. You can't bury your opponent. You bury your opponent to the point where it's like, okay, who the fuck am I supposed to cheer for now? Like,
Right.
both y'all looking like scumbags right now.
Yeah, well, I
That's
To
mean,
why
be
I'm
fair,
confused.
I was
tell you,
automatically going to cheer for Rollins because
Riddle's
he had
wrong
shoes
for
on.
talking about Seth Rollins' wife, and Seth Rollins wrong for talking about the kids. I don't know who's more of a douchebag because I'm like, both of y'all look
See,
retarded.
just based
If
off what I
anything,
know.
Matt Riddle's the douchebag.
Just
If you really
based
think
off
of
what I
it.
know, this is what should be at the fight pit. Just based off this, since they're both dicks, they should get in the fight pit, circle each other around, and they just hug it out. They become a tag team. That's what they should do.
Hey,
Like if you
what
really
you-
think of it, Matt Riddle's the biggest douchebag of them all. He's the one that got the most craziest shit going on when it comes to heinous accusations.
Right.
hey,
It's almost
think
like the
about
roles should be reversed almost.
Exactly.
Big ups to them bringing a UFC former heavyweight champion as a referee for a pit match.
Yeah, they
But I
got
hope,
this dude Cormier.
They got it
Cormier's
right
basically
with
playing
that.
Ken Shamrock role.
I hope that John Jones interferes and kicks his ass.
No, they're trying to set up a
Man,
Brock
this
Lesnar
dude,
fight with him. Cormier.
John Jones is probably somewhere with the pack, sniffing it.
I like John Jones.
Fuck
He
John
needs to come
Jones.
in there, kick Daniel
Fuck
Cormier in his
John
fucking
Jones,
head.
man.
I thought
You
you
know
said
what?
Pac-Man Jones for a second. That was about to
I
have
hate
flashbacks.
I hate John Jones. He got the nerve to have a Bible scripture on his chest, but he do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't like. Yeah, not only that, he cheats in his fights. He likes to poke people in the eye with his pinky. He basically grows his pinky nail. He grows his pinky nail, and he likes to poke people in the eye with that shit.
Don't have Palms 91 on your chest and you freaking do a hit and run.
I don't know. I saw a different fight. I saw him destroy DC 3 different fights.
My dude, he admitted to it. He likes to grow his pinky nail and poke people in the eye. He admitted to it himself.
And he better leave that Nigerian monster alone because he gonna whip his ass.
I want to see Brock Lesnar versus DC so DC can cry again. I like when he cries.
Hey, speaking of that, Sandman, get ready to bury your boy soon. When Strowman was having his match with Gable, they showed MVP and Almas looking. It's just a matter of time.
You think they're gonna have Omos go against Roman Reigns?
No, they're gonna do Omos against Strowman. Strowman's gonna fucking bury him, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of it.
Who's gonna bury him?
That's what I said. Omos against Roman Reigns. That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, Roman?
No. Omos against Strowman, Braun.
Oh, I think you said Roman. I think you said Roman Reigns.
No. He was white.
No, Strowman.
Yeah.
Man, look. What I said.
I hope he's on a stretcher and he throws him off the ramp.
They should be a tag team.
I'm not finished.
Stretcher match with.
It should be Strowman and Omos. Strowman and Omos should be a tag team. Have MVP manage them.
No.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's called the Twin Towers 2.0. Yeah, let's watch Twitter.
There you go. I'm telling you.
The 2-man power trip.
Look,
word.
The only big men tag team I accepted was Big Boss Man and Hakeem, the African Dream. All right.
You mean the Brothers of Destruction?
No.
I see this dude interview as of late. One of the clips was from Title Match Network, that channel, and this dude who was asked One Man Gang, he was asked, why he left the WWE and all that.
That gimmick.
Nah, it wasn't only that, he was broke. You know what I'm saying? He was broke. He was only getting like $5,000 for like a match or whatever, right? 1 minute he was saying that the $5,000 a match was good, but those bills started catching up to him.
Yeah,
because you got to be on the road all the time.
You gotta pay for the hotel.
And,
you gotta go and eat.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a new ring attire every now and then in case it rips or some shit. You gotta
wash your ass, all that shit.
Wash your ass.
And then you going against this dude Hogan. Hogan probably getting like what 500 racks, and you getting like what 5,000.
And a late drop.
Hogan was probably. I think Hogan was making at that time. Wrestling was different. Hogan probably made about what 20,000 a match.
I mean, when you think about it,
no, he made way more than that.
No.
When you think about it,
the money.
Well, think about it like this.
The same.
Well, yeah, think about it like this.
Macho Man was making $1 million.
Macho Man back then was selling Amway. Like if he was in the at the top at the time, and you're selling Amway on the side to make some money. They weren't making that much money back then.
Probably making about maybe 15,000 a pay.
They made good with the pay-per-view cuts back in the day. That's about it.
All right. So I would say 500,000 a pay-per-view. I would say that.
Yeah.
No, not even close. Not even close.
You bug.
Hogan and like
no.
WWE took like percentage wise.
WWE, I can tell you with 100%.
WWE didn't make that much money.
I can tell you with 100% certainty that NXT, even when it was doing the black and gold when it was hot, it wasn't making any money. That's one of the reasons why Vince blew it up.
Yeah, they was in the red. NXT, they was hemorrhaging money. NXT, I know that. I definitely know that. I you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Even though I liked NXT at the time, it was definitely hemorrhaging money. It wasn't making no money, and it was just crazy that it wasn't, because it was only an hour-long show. It wasn't gonna sit there and beat you in the head with nonstop wrestling, and the storylines was intriguing. I still remember the storylines to this day.
Yeah, they made their money they started making money at Takeover.
Yeah,
but
you know what it was?
Spent too much money.
You know what it probably was? The merchandising.
The biggest draw NXT ever had, and to this day, was Enzo and Cass. Those two dudes were legit making the brand money. And then when they got caught up to the main roster, they haven't had a draw like that since.
I could agree with that, and I think that's why Enzo was really feeling himself. And then not only that, I think it was a few people out there that hated on Enzo because they knew Enzo, when it comes to him, on the mic, he was up next. And a lot of people wasn't trying to hear that shit.
He's from New York. Of course they hate him.
Yeah. Like, let's not get it fucked up, though. Enzo was a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was.
Yeah, he's from New York.
The dude was talented like fuck.
You really got
vaudeville.
Wrestling is Southern fans.
Oh yeah, but as of now, as a matter of fact, did you guys see him in MLW?
Yeah, I've seen him. Mm-hmm.
Like I liked how they was booking him in MLW. Like he was like a little bit more on the vicious side, but he still could cut a good promo.
Hey man, I'll never shit on Enzo. He actually got people to watch 205 Live, and that's an accomplishment. So
yeah,
you're right.
Even though he single-handedly buried the entire division in one promo.
Yeah, he did.
He did though. Yo, he did though.
The only reason why I watched 205 was to watch Rich Swann dance.
Hang with this.
Hey, let me tell you.
Man, he fell off, man. Swan fell off. Good wrestler, but man, he fell off.
Rich Swann is trash. I never seen that.
Swan got screwed over all because he got into a little altercation with his wife. and we all
Oh,
know
he was
when,
beating the shit out of his wife.
yeah,
What do you mean?
you know, once that
a little
happened,
altercation. He was beating the
but
shit out of his
she
wife.
probably had a freaking mouthpiece on her, man.
You made it
Oh
seem like he
shit.
went through an entanglement.
Well, hold on, wait, rewind that. She probably had a so you trying to say like fuck it. She talked too much, give her an uppercut?
No, I ain't say that.
You
I ain't
going to
say
jail
talk too
now?
much, give her an uppercut. But I will say, don't you would come on now. Let's not sugarcoat this shit. We know
I don't
black
know what you're
women
talking
like.
about.
We know black women push the envelope. They will say
Oh,
something. They will
oh,
say
shit.
something
Oh.
that I know. Put me, send me to jail, lock me up. But black
Do you
women love to.
Do you wanna turn your camera on also while you say this?
Man, look here. Scott Dollars. I am on Instagram, the RT GOAT. Any woman that has a beef with me, come see me. Anyway, black women know how to push a button. And that's what
Oh, shit.
they like to do. They do something that would disrespect you so much, then the guy goes upside your head. You want
I
me to
know, right? Like
defend that?
Sasha
You
Banks.
should. There's
He's
just
like the
certain
modern
stuff.
day.
There's certain
You like
stuff.
the modern day Andy Kaufman, huh?
Oh boy.
No,
No.
I believe there's certain things you don't do, and there's certain boundaries you don't step over. And once you step over them boundaries, if he knocks you the fuck out, I'm
Uppercut
just
it.
gonna look at you like, I'm sorry. What you want me to do? I'm not gonna defend it. You disrespected him in the ultimate level. Most dudes just don't beat your ass because they want to,
Yeah,
unless you from the hood.
there is actually some dudes out there that like that.
Yeah, I said if you from the hood, but most men they be like, look, I'm gonna ignore this. But then you say something like, "Oh, that's why your mama a crackhead, mama dead, and he just knocks you out."
Yo, why is it like it doesn't matter who's a crackhead? The word crackhead makes you laugh.
Yeah.
You can just
So
say
you can picture,
crackhead, man.
you can picture the man or woman that's the crackhead. You can picture, and it's funny.
Because it's a messed up story. But
You can just
Every
say,
yeah,
time.
yo, you be like, yo, crackhead.
I don't
That
know. The
makes the
Punisher,
motherfucker get
just
Punisher game
art,
that they have for PS2 messed me up because in the
art. Just
mission,
like when
and
I was
you ever
in
played the
college.
Punisher? And dude was like,
Oh hell yeah, that was
yeah,
my shit. Punisher for the PS2. That shit was
yeah.
a very well slept on game. Yeah, I
Remember,
love
remember
that
one of the first missions where he was like, "There's a crackhead in my apartment." It's like, what?
game.
No,
Yo, but
but
what you
no,
were saying though,
on
go
some
ahead,
real shit. Just like
go
when
ahead.
I was in college, this one
Okay.
girl was she was messing with me. She was trying to fight me. She tried to swing at me. I grabbed her arms and I told her to chill out. And she's around her friends, and I'm like, "Yo, let me go out of the door and leave me the fuck alone." She was
Mm-hmm.
like, "No, you're a bitch. I'm about to spit in your face." If she would have
Yo,
did that, I
man.
would
Wait,
have
hold on,
knocked her.
whoa, slow down,
Yo,
slow
Scott,
down.
you should have been like Jules off of Pulp Fiction. Tell that bitch to
No,
chill. Chill,
she
man.
swung at me. She
tell
swung
her,
at me.
tell her to stay cool.
I caught both of her arms, and I said, "Leave me alone, please." She's like,
How
"No,
did you
I'm a."
How did you get in this predicament in the first place?
He turned the microwave on
Honestly,
high.
I don't know. I'm minding my business, and the
Oh,
girl was
come
drinking.
on! Don't do
No,
that. Don't do that, Scott.
no,
You just
no.
minding your business, and she just walked up to
he
you
did
and wanted to
something.
fight.
No, I'm sitting in
He
the
put the
He
room.
put the
microwave on
cheat.
high.
He put
I'm
the
sitting
cheat
in.
code like Grand Theft Auto, the riot
I'm
code
sit.
on.
I'm sitting in a college dorm. They drinking, having a liquid courage, and she got belligerent. And I told her to chill out. So she thought that she was tough and was about to fight me because she was around all her friends. So I'm like, all right, mom's always taught me you don't hit a woman. I'm not gonna hit a woman. When she swung
Why
at
not?
me, I caught her and I held her arms on the wall. She proceeded to say, I'm going to spit in your face. And I said, if you spit in my face, I'm going to knock you out. And I'm going to
Hold
bust
on,
your jaw.
wait,
I'ma piss on you. Drip, drip, drip.
Drip, drip,
wait.
drip.
They
She
was
should have shit on her leg.
they was sipping. And matter of fact, we're never gonna get into that. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna. I'm not even.
So
I'm not gonna get
in
into that.
college, alcohol
It's a
gets
touchy
involved.
subject.
I just
But
want to ask one thing. So you said they was sipping, and the one female that was sipping just wanted to just randomly fuck with you.
yeah, because you know how so when you're in college and you're immature,
they like to have a crowd. And you know, everything is fun and games when people act belligerent, but into
Of
the
course.
moment it gets serious. So
Right.
all the people in school, all the people at colleges, let's say John University, thought it would be cool for this girl to get ignorant. And you gotta think about it, we're 19, 20, 21-year olds. She was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with you. And I'm like, yo, can you really leave me the fuck alone? No, what you gonna do about it? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk the fuck off. So she puts her hand, you know, the finger thing, and you mush them on the forehead. I'm like, don't do that. Then she tried to swing. I'm like, you're drunk. So everybody's laughing it up until she said, yo, I'm gonna spit in your face. And then I gave her that look like, you do that, you're gonna be in ICU. And that's when the boys was like, all right, man, let this shit go, let this shit go. Then I looked at them like, yo, y'all get the fuck away from me, because y'all bitches thought it was funny when she was doing all this shit.
It's never right to hit a woman unless
and on
you're
some real shit, like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. If that bitch would have spit on me, I would have slapped the shit out that bitch. I don't care what nobody said.
Through a wall.
I don't give a fuck. Because number one, like, come on now, that's the most disgusting thing to do to a person, especially for no reason. And
a man can
a lot of people know. Hold on. I got you, Scott. I got you, Scott. No, like a lot of people, and I know I don't want to deter the shit from wrestling, but I just want to just, build on this real fast. A lot of people don't be wanting to hear when a dude will talk about a female being aggressive. That's like, society look at you as, oh, you a punk, you a chump, you letting a chick do this and let a chick do that, you looking like a sucker, which is not fucking fair. Because it's like, okay, we all human. And a female would like to prey on that. Like, oh, if he hit me, he's going to look like a fucking asshole or an aggressor. Even if I started with him, he's going to look more crazier than me.
And we're both from New York. We've seen it all the time.
Oh, I know. And I'm not an advocate for hitting chicks. I never hit a chick in my life. I swear to God. But I shook the shit out of a bitch. Grabbed it and I shook the shit out of a bitch. You know, like the snow globes. You know the old school snow globes.
Yeah,
I love snow globes.
I shook the shit out that bitch. Reprogrammed her ass. I never forget that shit. I was wearing a motherfucking silk shirt. Check it. I was wearing a silk shirt. A fly ass silk shirt. This is back in the day. This is when silk was the shit. Shorty came up and was like, "Oh, you think you cute?" It just ripped my shirt randomly. I did nothing to her or nothing. She just ripped my shirt like a little rip, and it's silk. You know how expensive silk is?
$40 shirt at that time.
I'd tell you.
$40? You nuts? That's a good motherfucking $40.
Back at whitevan.com.
He said $40. The fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm trying
to tell you what
year it was, all right?
Nigga, that's silk.
It ain't worth hitting a woman unless you're like near a ring and have a referee nearby.
No, I said once you spit at someone, rules are off. Now you got.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I agree.
Now you about to feel the hurt.
Like, I don't advocate for that hitting chicks, but because there's some dudes out there, you know what I mean? There's some dudes that just be beating on women. That's definitely not what's up, but there do be some chicks out there that just want to start trouble with a dude, and they feel like, oh, you can't hit me because if you hit me, you're going to jail.
If you're ever in a situation where you are going to hit a woman, make sure you put the TV on WWE and tell the police that you tried it at home.
You stupid.
This guy.
Other motherfuckers just say, make sure you record everything. But it's not every time you could just reach for your phone. But by the time you reach for your phone, shorty punched you in the face like 3 times.
Yeah. Remember that dude, that 8-ball jacket dude slapped that woman on the subway? That was awesome.
Word! Slap the
Yeah.
stomach rings out that bitch cheeks.
That slap was epic. It was epic.
That and the bus driver, the uppercut. You going to jail now?
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
I ain't gonna lie, the uppercut made me laugh so
I
hard.
like her. I like the ones where he uppercuts the girl on the
Yeah,
bus
with the-
because her feet were in front of her.
because she spit on him. That's why
Yeah.
he uppercutted her. She spit on him.
And technically, when you fuck with a Metro bus driver, that's a felony regardless. I think.
It is. It's an
No,
automatic
that's
felony.
assault.
He
Yeah,
Yeah,
said-
you
spit on
can't fuck with
somebody's
a you
assault.
can't fuck with a city bus driver.
and the way he said it, you're going to jail now.
And then he picked her up like a baggage and tried to throw out the door. That was funny. It's like a piece
Yeah,
of
I like
that-
when the uppercut. I tell you what, that's a true uppercut because when that shit landed, her feet were in front of her.
No, it scared me because that uppercut didn't even phase her. She came back like the Terminator.
That was her soul trying to find its way.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. Like Rhea Ripley is lucky, man. She mad lucky now. With not what? If Rhea Ripley was
100.
around, if Judgment Day was around in the Attitude Era, she would have been
Horror
going
bomb.
to jail now.
Horror bomb. I'd put her right through a flaming table with
You going to
thumbtacks.
jail now? Power
put a
bomb that
trash can
bitch through the
over her head.
motherfucking commentator's table.
I'd do like Shawn Michaels did at Vince and put a trash can over her head and do an elbow drop.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, they ain't nothing like Jeff
Coast to
Jarrett's
coast with
guitar
like Shane
shot.
McMahon in the corner. Coast to coast.
Jeff Jarrett's
Oh,
guitar had no
man.
discrimination. He hit anybody with it.
I don't care. When he hit Beetlejuice with the guitar, that was funny. Yeah, I'm at it. Yeah.
Slap nuts.
What that dude
Call me
said?
slap nuts.
What that dude said?
You slap nuts.
Over 1 million guitars broke and never drew a dime.
Never drew a dime.
How you never?
Beetlejuice.
And he had a lot of people with guitars. How you didn't draw a dime
gotta go,
for
man.
one guitar
I
shot?
gotta go.
All right, later, Scott.
I'm trying to think of like a real great Jeff Jarrett match.
Oh,
I
you
think the one with
all
China.
right, Scott. Right
was
on the
it.
vibe, brother.
No, I'm good.
Oh shit, Scott about to get beat up by another girl.
Sir, can you go, please? Can you go, please? I'm on the phone.
Damn, Scott, what the fuck? Why people just walking up to you want to beat you up all the time? What's going on?
It ain't even that. It's the
Hurry
New
up and
York
put wrestling on. Tell me better than him.
Let's go, Scott. Let's go beat him up.
No, Art, it's a New York thing, and it's not just a New York. It's an annoying part. So, me.
Where
and
you at?
I just went to the store, and for some reason, just because I'm black, every black person feel they can come up to me and beg, but they won't do that around a white boy. So I'd be like, "Yo,
Oh
get the
man,
hell away
I
from
swear
me."
to God, I don't miss that at
Oh,
all.
I know exactly what you're talking
Oh
about.
And-
God, I
and the
swear,
thing is-
yo, I
and the
forgot
thing
about
is-
shit like that.
Yeah.
And the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's why my ass
need a
said
dollar.
Kansas City. Where your ass should have been at? You should have been out here. You wanted to go back out there, motherfucker.
Where here's the thing, R. That shit happened everywhere I went. New York,
You look like a rich
Kansas,
guy. Come on now. You look like you got
Orlando.
money.
Not even that. It's just like, yo, you wouldn't go up to a Hispanic or a white person begging, so get the fuck away from me. And then when you
Got
tell
those.
them politely no, they still talk. I'm like, dude, you about to have me go the fuck off, and we're gonna be fighting. Get the fuck
Oh,
away.
you didn't say all that. You didn't say all
'Cause
that
I was
stuff.
being
down,
nice.
down here,
Yeah.
man.
I gave
Down
him my
here,
first.
and,
I gave him my first warning, like, yo, bro, I'm on the phone. Oh, my bad. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
Y'all-
go
y'all
buy
know,
him a
like,
bear.
y'all-
With shirts on.
y'all know, like how, like at gas stations, there's always like the group of people.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just
the
kinda
gas station,
circle
like Quick
around the
Trip.
gas stations.
Yeah.
Right. A couple of years back, it was like Thanksgiving or something. There's this place where my mom used to go to for like, turkey, ham, yams, just the usual Thanksgiving stuff. And
Thanksgiving. It's
it
Thanksgiving
just happened
stuff.
to be like right next to this gas station that's been there for a while, and it's always got people sitting out there. And there was this dude who was sitting out there, and he was asking folks for money, not much, like can you spare $5, $3, whatever.
Can you spare $5? What?
That's a
He was
lot.
homeless. Hey man, he was,
Nigga, I don't make you
didn't
get
look
shipping
that
charge.
good.
What? Who?
Anyway.
I understand nigga be like, yo, can I get some change? Nigga said, "Can I
He
get
said
$5?"
$5.
Nigga,
Anyway, so what I did was what I was doing was I'd already picked up my order. I was just sitting in the car waiting for someone to call me, and I saw somebody give him the money. And the first thing he did was instead of going to a McDonald's, which is a couple of blocks for some food, he went
Went and
into a
got
gas
alcohol.
station. Yeah, exactly. He just went to get more
Alcohol,
beer.
yeah.
It's like, well, damn, like whatever. So it's hard, man. Like, 'cause sometimes like you see people that are homeless. It's hard to tell. Like, there's people out there like legitimately like be homeless, but then you got some folks just looking for like money for a beer or a cigarette or just some shit like
Well,
that. So
I hear what
you
you're
know,
saying. Cause this what I used to do, right? Motherfucker ask for money or whatever. I'll just ask him, yo, you hungry? Like, yo, I'll go. Come on, I'll buy you a sandwich or I'll buy you a juice.
And they
That's what
get
I do. Yeah,
offended.
give him food.
Nah, because
Yeah,
the one time I was
I'll
at
just
Burger
buy them
King,
food.
because the one time I was in Burger King, the dude said, "All right, man, I need $1. They stole my kids. These ninjas came in and burned my house down and took my kids." I was like, "All right, listen, take this fucking $1."
And a dollar was gonna
right.
solve everything, huh?
See,
Yeah.
you can tell it's bullshit because when it's bullshit, they make up some Quentin Tarantino plot. Like, oh, if I don't get money,
I tell you what, Scott. What you should have did, Scott, was when you went into the store, you should have asked the clerk for a job application and came back out to that guy who asked you for some money and gave it to him. Like, here's a job
Oh,
application.
trust me. If he really wanted help, I'll be like, come on. I'm going to take your ass right to the recruiting station. You'll get board, you'll get food, and you'll get uniforms. You
Yeah.
want to change your life? Come with me. Army
They
is
don't want to do
hiring.
that. Yeah, they don't want to
That's
do
probably
all
what.
that. 'cause
That's why people
it
commit crimes
means
too.
work. A lot
That's
of
why people
motherfuckers
commit
like
crimes
that.
too.
There's a lot of motherfuckers like that. They just don't want to work. They'd rather just get shit
Right.
handed to them.
That's why they commit
There was
crimes
a
because they go to
cop in New
jail.
York
They have
that
a
told
place
me.
to eat.
Yeah, there was a cop that told me in the wintertime, some guy used to always throw a brick through the glass during the wintertime, so you get locked up for 3 months.
Oh yeah,
You go
I've
to
seen
jail.
that
You get a
before.
free
Get out of
meal.
cold.
You just all you gotta worry about is other motherfuckers. That's it. You get a free
Did you
meal. You get a
know?
badge.
Did you guys know that in jail they get a longer lunch break than people that work 9 to 5 jobs? That's crazy.
Jesus.
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
I figured that much. I was playing dominoes.
Dude, if
Now-
some bum wanted $5 from me, he better break out a guitar and sing me a song. I'm like, fuck.
Apparently,
There's this video on
now
YouTube.
they got
That shit is so funny. He
PlayStation.
said, "Yo, can I get $5?" Who's like my dude? He's bold as fuck.
There's this video on YouTube. It's like of a McDonald's somewhere up north, not New York, but it's like I think Pennsylvania, Michigan, and it's like this homeless dude, and he's just going to town. He's got a brick, and he just broke down like this McDonald's like early in the morning. It was like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and he was clearly like within his right mind. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't high. He was just going to town, and then like once he was finished, he just sat at the curve and just waited for the cops to get him. So like he knew what was up because once the cop arrested him, he was going to be taken care of. He was going to get food.
Yep.
He was going to get clothing. He was going to get water. Like it's a setup. So they played a system.
Yeah, some motherfuckers is like that.
If you got a
I
felony
knew
shit,
somebody
keep
that was
going.
like that.
Yeah.
I knew somebody that was like that. Like, it's crazy. Like
Some homeless guy
every
robbed
time-
the bank for $1 just to get medical in jail. Medical, that's crazy.
yeah, like I knew this one dude. Like every time before it started getting too cold, he would try his best to get locked up, and then he would come out for the summertime.
Yeah.
And this should be like motherfucking clockwork every single year.
Clockwork. Yeah.
Right.
Because he didn't
I
want to
think
be
we should put-
didn't want to be around in the wintertime. It'd be too cold, so he'd rather be in jail for the wintertime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a smart move.
They should put a wrestling
survival.
program in jail. Kind of, release the tension inside the,
Yeah, reason why I showed that man no love. He's chilling. I know he got a place to stay. He's riding around with a bicycle. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
I'd have been my dude. Why don't you go
You
sell that bike?
You 50 years old. You older than me.
Yeah.
Why are you asking a young nigga for
Where
money?
the hell's he going?
Because that's what you call an equivalent of a bum.
Is that Lance Armstrong? Well, who's
That's
he gonna
you
sell the
call a
bike to?
real
Lance
bum.
Armstrong? The fuck?
Like you better go sell that bike or eat it or something. The fuck out of
He
here.
tore the
And
plates
it
over
comes
here.
That's my
comes
favorite. That's
frustrating
my
when they-
favorite bit from the cops show when the cops would leave the bikes out and people would steal it. I would love to see the little stories people would make up. Like, oh, this is my brother's bike. Oh, is this my cousin's bike? Oh, I was about to take this back to
my
Toys R
thing
Us.
is this: if I tell you no, do not fucking follow me, because now I'm thinking you trying to rob me. I'm gonna hurt you.
Remember that?
See,
show,
that's the
Big
thing.
Car?
Like,
That
you're
was
not
a
gonna
bonus
follow
show.
me. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's when you're gonna get clapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna clap you because now I'm in fear for my life. Don't do that. Don't follow me. And yes, I do advocate for violence when it comes to that. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Don't follow
absolutely.
me. Do not do that. Because now you're pushing it. Especially when it comes to these homeless bums out here nowadays, they like to attack people.
And they might catch you with a dirty needle or a dirty razor blade. Like, bro.
Razor blade.
I
There
will
was that
clap
model
that
in New
nigga
York.
right
She
in
got
his
cut by a
kneecap.
razor.
You
Yeah.
catch something hot right in his leg.
I'm not even
That
gonna
should
lie.
be hot.
If a bum attacked me and he sliced me with a needle with a blade and I catch like a STD for some shit that I didn't even do nothing, best believe
You're not
I
getting
would be
that close.
Best believe I'll become a serial killer after that.
You're not even getting that close.
See, down here, like you don't down here, you don't get people like asking for money like how it's up there with Scott. But if you go in a bar, you go in a club, that's where they're at down here. You can't go and get a drink anymore. People are always trying to get a free drink off you now.
No, so this is what I found out. When you go to Missouri or Kansas or Georgia, they'll come up to you and it sounds like the same story. Yo, bro, I'm in a bind. Hey, brother, can you help me? I drove from Kansas City. I'm like, okay, you drove from Kansas City. We're in Fort Riley. We're in Fort Riley, Kansas. I ran out of gas. If you could just spare me a couple of dollars so I can put some gas and get my girl home. I'm like, dude,
that nigga,
you need a better lie than that.
You
failed as an adult. Why are you driving anywhere you ain't got no gas? You think I'm that?
I told you, man. It's always a Quentin Tarantino storyline. Some convoluted. Well, it was here. If someone needs money, they're just gonna ask straight up, like, "Yo, bro, I need some money." You know, if they have to start off with some fucking American Idol season 14. Why the fuck's that show still a thing, by the way? But if it's like some American Idol story, that's when you know.
That's why I respected. That's why I respected the teenagers on the subway. They'd be like, "Look, we're not here for no basketball team. We're not getting uniforms. We're not trying to buy no damn instruments for the school. We just selling this candy, so we're not running around stealing." I'm like, "All right, I'll give you my $2. I'll buy some candy."
Yeah, either they doing that or they're dancing. They'll do a performance.
Yeah,
they're gonna work for their money.
But if you're grown,
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna work for their shit.
Gave me a memory, man. Where the fuck are the Girl Scouts? I don't see them anymore. It's because all the fucking predators out there, all the perverts. You don't have any more Girl Scouts anymore.
There's like, you want a cookie? Here's a cookie.
Also in New York, they started arresting kids for selling candy on the subway. I'm like, damn, what the fuck you want them to do?
Because that's soliciting. That is actually illegal.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not.
It is illegal.
Kids. I ain't arresting no kids over some damn candy.
No, I feel you. It sucks, but it's illegal. It is.
I'd rather you sell candy on the subway than you robbing some poor old lady.
If we're gonna arrest anybody, we need to arrest the CEO of Applebee's for not admitting the fruit punch is spiked. Come on, nigga.
Oh my
spiked
God.
Fruit punch. We all know it is.
I don't mind spiked fruit punch.
I ain't eaten Applebee's in like 10 years.
I know.
Applebee's is in. You won't catch me eating at Applebee's.
Yeah,
I might go to Chili's. That's some.
Yo, I
told
Nate the story.
You can't even tell a woman that, hey, I'm gonna take you to Applebee's. She gonna look at you like, I ain't
Applebee's is Walmart dining.
I told Nate the story. First time telling the story here on Sandman show.
It's at Walmart dining.
I went to Applebee's this is a minute ago, man. It's been a minute, 13, 12 years ago. It was a Saturday. I had just got off work. It was payday, good mood. You know how it is. You and the boys want to go somewhere to eat, right? You don't really care. Let's just go somewhere. We go to Applebee's. It was some UFC show. I could not tell you what number it was. I couldn't tell you who was fighting.
Yeah, we all lost count when it comes to UFC pay-per-view.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it was, but it was one of those things where, like, I guess, if there's like a sports game or a wrestling show or a UFC show, you got to eat. You just can't sit there and watch, So
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, like, drinks on me, food on me. I was in a good mood. I was like, I'll pay for you guys, whatever. I don't know who was fighting. All I know is this. I went to the restroom. After that, I went outside to call my mom. I came back. 4 fights had already gone by. The first fight was over in like 30 seconds. The second fight was
UFC,
over like,
they don't play.
Right.
They don't play like it's not gonna go the whole 5 rounds.
Right. And I just remember like I went back to my table and I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, yo, how long did that fight just finished go? And he was like, oh, like it ended like in the second round, in like 30 seconds. And I was like,
I wish I was that
how much
lucky when I
money is
watched it.
this? And I asked like a waiter, I was like, man, how much is this pay-per-view? Like, you're just ordering it. She's like, oh, it's I think she said it was $59.99 regular and like $69.99 HD.
Yeah, for HD. HD
right,
like $70. Yep.
Right. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, people actually pay money for this. And she was like, oh, it's very popular, sir. And I was like, look, call me.
You know why? Because it's the realism. It's the realism.
I got a bad
fights.
track record.
I got a bad track
record with that shit. Because
like,
every time I'm gonna let you go.
Hold on, Snugs. I'm gonna let you go right after I say this real quick. People like realism, right? But why the bare knuckle fighting championships don't catch on yet? I know y'all know about that.
Because they think
nobody's
that's
really
too
in there.
barbaric. That's too barbaric.
Nobody's really in there. That's a big name.
You know what? You got a point. You got a point, Snugs. You got a point.
I guess what it is.
I was gonna say,
is that
I got a bad track record when it comes to UFC because like every time I get the pay-per-view, it's every match goes 5 rounds and it's a decision. But like when I'm rewatching the highlights, it's all these knockouts, and I'm like, where?
So you get the boring shows that go to distance where nothing exciting happens, right?
But it's not my fault that
tackle.
Francis Ngannou was a knockout artist, and then one day I
Right.
decided to watch him, and he can't knock anybody out.
Yeah, that's something my dad used to say. He used to always tell me, he was like, the beauty of real sports is you don't know how it's going to go. And I appreciate that. But you know what? When it comes to professional wrestling, regardless of what company you watch, at least when you pay money for a wrestling show, you know you're going to get your money's worth. You know matches are not going to go like fucking 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I'm not paying $69 for a fight.
Oh, please. How much times we invested in certain matches that ended in 30 seconds? Look at what Sheamus and Daniel Bryan in that WrestleMania. 10 seconds, bro.
I'm talking like the whole
quick.
show, though. Like the whole show from top to bottom. You're not going to get that.
Well,
of course not.
We paid $60 to watch Mike Tyson knock people out in 1 minute.
Yeah, we sure did.
What about all those people who went to go see Sonny Liston face Muhammad Ali for the second time?
Dude, they pay like $40 for that fight. Shut up.
$40 back then was like a lot of money.
Shit. But anyways, we passed the 2-hour mark. You guys are awesome, B. That's why I fucks with y'all, man. You already know we're gonna go live on Friday, man. Friday we're gonna break down the whole Extreme Rules card. Talk a little SmackDown, I guess. Hopefully, SmackDown will deliver with a better go-home show than Raw. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait, man. Extreme Rules is looking like it's gonna be a fun show, man. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I'm glad that Raw wasn't too much because they can't give away everything before the pay-per-view.
I agree. Like I wouldn't say Raw was a bad show. It's just what it was at. It didn't help. It really didn't help.
Do you know what city they were in?
I think it was like Minnesota.
Well, what didn't help was like almost every match on the show had like distraction finishes. It's like Russo 2000. Like some weeks the shit they do.
And then the main event, they had Alexa Bliss in the main event. That didn't help. That definitely didn't help either.
Some weeks I question like, is Vince really gone? Because some of these shows feel like a Vince book show.
But like you can't have Judgment Day close out the show 3 weeks in a row.
Like
Judgment Day didn't close out the show.
they closed it out. No,
Damage
that's what I'm
control
saying.
closed out the
That's what I'm
show.
saying. Though
Like-
you can't do it 3 weeks in a row. They already did it twice in a row.
Like a couple of weeks ago, they had the Raquel Gonzalez chick against Dakota Kai on SmackDown, and it went like fucking 90 seconds. And I was like, what? Like, that's Divas era type shit. Like, what are we doing here? Like, whatever.
Oh yeah, they didn't respect the women's division. They said, "Hell, you get 90 seconds."
Nah, you
I
can't say that
remember that.
because the women, especially as of late, they've been
No,
getting
I'm talking
lengthy
about back
matches.
then. Vince didn't respect.
Oh, okay,
them.
yeah, my bad.
I'm just talking like the amount of TV time and just like some of the stuff they do. Like, it's very like it really makes me question like if Vince was there. Like last night, they did a segment with like what's Gargano's wife? I don't even know her name.
Oh, Candice LeRae.
Yeah, Candice
Oh,
LeRae.
really?
There was like a segment where she's backstage and she's talking to Bianca and Asuka and Alexa Bliss, and they're like buddy. Then she goes out there to have a match against the Damage Control folks, and they're interfering, and it's like none of them come out. Bianca doesn't come out. Asuka doesn't come out. Like, wait a minute. Like, y'all were like, what? And then she fucking loses. And then, like, literally right after she loses, I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, we don't know that bitch.
Right after she loses,
They go hang out.
The very next segment is Johnny Gargano, the fucking husband, smiling like your wife just didn't get fucked over. Like, what? like this is the same shit Vince.
Yeah, that's why folks are told. That's why folks are told. Like, I love when he notices the little knickknacks of the bullshit here and there.
It's stupid to me because if it happened for another company, you'd never hear the end. Imagine if you're watching AEW and Britt Baker's getting jumped by like 5 chicks, and the next segment is just Adam Cole coming out like nothing ever happened.
You are so right. You're right.
New asshole. You know, but no, we're gonna give this a pass because it's Triple H. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They call it out. If Vince does dumb shit, call it out. If TK does dumb shit, call it out.
Also, Tove, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it does go both ways because look at what the shit with Fabulous and DJ Who Kid. Remember, they came out on opposite teams. You know, Fabulous was with who was at the Acclaim, and DJ Who Kid, you know what I mean, was, you know what I'm saying? And they were sitting together in the crowd, and nobody called that out either. The motherfucker that called it out, go figure, was Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette called it out of all people.
And he don't even watch rap.
Right. Like, out of all people, he called it out. Like
I like Jim Cornette, man. Every time he critiques AEW, he's always on the money.
Oh yeah, he's on the money.
Most
especially Dairy Queen.
Yeah, he'll be bored breaking down WWE.
One thing I wanted to because Toph slipping. One thing I wanted to talk about, since Toph don't want to talk about it, you know, Bound for Glory. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Before we get up out of here, I like the whole thing with Honor No More or No More Honor. I think No More Honor sounds better, but so does Honor No More. I like both names. You know, I'm liking the heat that they're building. You know, with Eddie Edwards chasing the belt that this dude the walking weapon Josh Alexander has, and basically these dudes Honor No More is, you know, slowly trying to take over the Impact Zone or whatever it is. I like that story. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys up to speed with that?
Oh,
What's
I
the
see
next
Mickey James
pay-per-view
in a
for
retirement
AEW?
match.
The thing I don't get about TNA is my elementary school singing recital had more people watching that than TNA. But whatever.
Nah, that's the thing, and that doesn't mean the show is bad. And
no, but it's sad. It's sad with small crowds. You gotta need crowds, fans. It's like a tree falling in the woods, you know.
Facing Mickey James, a career-threatening match. If Mickey James loses, she will retire. Interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
what's the next AEW pay-per-view?
If Mickey James is to retire there, she's going straight to WWE.
November.
Full Gear? Another Full Gear pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's always in November.
I'm looking at the Bound for Glory card now. It doesn't look very good, if I'm being honest. Eddie Edwards
No,
versus Josh Alexander. That's the best you got.
Well, they got a good storyline that's building.
I don't know.
Basically, Eddie Edwards, he got the whole Honor No More group, and they're taking titles here and there. Like these dudes won the tag team titles. What's it? Wasn't the Miracle and your boy Matt Taven? You said yeah, Matt
I feel like
Taven.
AEW needs to promote their pay-per-views more. They're not doing it.
I
They should
agree.
promote their
I
pay-per-views.
agree.
What are you
They
talking
need better
about, bro? The next
promotion.
one's not till November. They don't. It's not anytime soon, bro.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
what's the
time.
next pay-per-view after Full Gear?
Revolution.
Revolution.
They only
Again?
have 4. They only
They
have
got
4.
4.
Not like WWE. They only have 4.
Yeah,
they got
don't put
one.
like
Revolution
don't
is
put 12 shows of
Revolution
bullshit.
is their WrestleMania.
No, it's not. All Out is their
Nah,
WrestleMania.
All Out is a
Oh.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Revolution
that
doesn't
shit.
have a set date. COVID fucked it over. The first one was in January. Second one was in February. I think this year was like in early March, wasn't it? So they still haven't picked a date for like or a specific month where they want it. I think the February is just fine as a date, but yeah.
I'd rather have full 4 pay-per-views that are really good than 12 pay-per-views that are like garbage, like WWE.
You just made that up. You just made that up.
No, he's true about that.
No, actually, Nate been saying that. Nate actually been saying that.
Give me 4 pay-per-views from WWE that was great in last year or this year. No, you can't name.
To me, the thing that WWE needs to tone down on is like they have way too many. Like, and I get the whole bigger is better thing. They have too many stadiums.
I would never get that.
Right.
So I don't know nothing about it.
6 every other month. 6 is fine.
WWE has too many stadium shows. When you have like a stadium, it's supposed to feel like a big deal. But when you have like a 12-month calendar year and you have like 6 stadiums, like they don't feel that special, Whereas like if another company like AEW or Impact or New Japan, like when New Japan does Wrestle Kingdom, right? That feels special because you only see the Tokyo Dome once a year. Or like when AEW just did Grand Dynamite or Grand Slam Dynamite, that Dynamite felt special because you don't really see AEW do big venues like that. I mean,
they don't normally go to Alter Ash, yeah.
Right. That's one thing I wish WWE
WWE should only have like 3 stadium shows: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam. Those are like the big
money.
basically.
So hold on. So given that fact,
Money in the Bank doesn't.
So given that fact, is Bound for Glory going to another venue, or are you gonna stay in
according to what I'm looking at, it's going to be in a place called a Washington Avenue Armory. Let me check.
Well, that's good.
Attendance. Let me see.
They might as well just have it at the YMCA or something.
The capacity is. All right, I'm checking the capacity. The capacity is between 3,600 and 4,300. So
really,
3,600? That's not bad. Yeah, that's good.
Not bad at all.
That's look good on TV. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, like
5,000. 5,000 is good. 4,000. That's good.
I'll give TNA this, man. TNA. It was like especially like when Dixie was there. Like Dixie was a fucking dumbass, but she was very good at this. TNA was good at getting like those 4,000, 5,000 seat venues. They only had like 1,000 people, but they would make it look sold out every time. There's a skill to that. Like, you have to do like
camera
the right
angles
lighting.
and shit.
Right. WWE and AEW, they're not good at that. Like when they don't sell out, it's obvious they don't sell out. Like you have to have the right lighting, you have to have the right seating. TNA is very good at that. No one can do that better than them.
Especially when they went across the pond. Especially when Aces and Eights was popping, and they went to the UK and all that. Man, it looked like they sold out a couple of arenas out there in the UK. It made Impact look like a big deal.
Okay, so Bound for Glory is going to be Friday. Well, I guess while we're doing
that's the following weekend. It's not this weekend. It's the following weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You sure? It says October 7th.
Is it?
Yeah, it says October 7th right here.
Oh, is this Friday? Oh, shit.
Oh, so what we'll do is when you do your show Friday, I guess I'll check it out and I'll give commentary, on the side, while you go over Extreme Rules. I'll go over the results when it's over then.
Yeah, we can do that.
Bobby
That
Fish is gonna
sounds
cut a
good.
promo in front of 50 fans. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Bobby
yeah.
Fish is in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. I bet Fish will win. He'll probably win that.
He's not gonna cut a pro. He's gonna cut onions.
Fish.
Cut onions.
Fish.
He's gonna and cry. Oh, Triple H. I can still get signed, you know. I can still do a spin kick.
I like
Man.
how
I'm
everybody
mad
who
at
goes to
Bobby Fish
AEW
right now.
or other companies, they have to their first promo has to talk shit about WWE if they came from there. But
yeah.
I have yet to see an
Bobby
AEW
Fish-
guy come over to WWE and talk shit about AEW and Tony Khan.
Bobby
It's
Fish
gonna
is
happen.
Easy on Bobby.
It's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna happen.
I think Bobby Fish should change his name to literally Bobby the Fish. I think it sounds better.
Yeah.
Fish.
The guy that should be
Yeah.
working on the trail.
He should put the
train
Shark
lines
Boy
or
hat
something.
on or mask on. Where's Shark Boy at?
Give
Call
me
him
a shell,
Bobby
yeah.
the Weasel. His name should be
Bobby
Bobby
West.
the Weasel.
I
They should
like
call him
Shark
tuna
Boy.
fish. The tuna fish.
Tuna fish.
Bill
That dude's- I might
Parcells.
make- That's
with
what I might.
tuna.
I might eat some tuna
He
fish.
fucked
That's
up.
tuna
We
fish.
all
sound
know
pretty
he
good.
No, tuna's disgusting.
Who the hell is Jessica? I don't even know who this chick is. Chelsea Green and Deanna Prazel versus Jessica and Taya Valkyrie. I don't know who Jessica is, but I'll check it out.
Why doesn't
Jessica
AEW try to get like Jordan
I think
Grace?
Jessica Havoc.
Why
I
don't they
think that
sign her?
is Jessica Havoc.
Oh, okay. What were you
Yeah.
saying, Nate?
Jordan Grace. Once AEW make a run for her, it'd be pretty good.
Oh, the muscle chick.
Man, look.
Yeah, the muscle chick. She's not bad.
Man, look. AEW. They don't need to sign nobody else. They need to just work with who they got right now. Only person they should
but I'm
be
saying,
signing.
for Statlander before she comes back, she wouldn't be bad to face Jade Cargill.
The only person they should be signing is Bandito. That's it. After
Yeah,
you
they
sign
signed him.
Bandito,
Yeah, they signed him.
close your
They'll get 'em.
doors. They don't need nobody else after Bandito.
Damn, we
Bandito
gotta.
needs to be. You know what? I would rather Bandito go to WWE. Tell the truth.
Damn, I just realized it, man. We got a busy Friday because Rampage is live too. I'll be
Oh,
live.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of.
Rampage.
We got Friday. We got Saturday. It's gonna be a busy
Wait,
week when
no.
it comes to wrestling.
They got Rampage and Battle of the Belts. They're both live.
Yeah, they're both
There's no way I
live.
can cover all this shit.
That battle of the belts don't mean a damn thing.
I'm so
Don't
tired of
forget the
Battle of the
stipulation
Belts.
is if Andrade loses, he's gone, and if
He's gonna do a finger
Yeah.
poke of doom and
Yeah.
he
lose.
wins,
Wow.
what he takes 10's
I hope
mask.
so.
That's the stip, right?
He's gonna job himself on purpose. What are they gonna
Whoever
do? Sue
loses-
him? They can't.
Whoever loses gets Tay Conte for one night.
Oh, jeez.
I'll pass on that.
They should put Charlotte in a shark cage, or get the winner gets Charlotte for a night. Oh,
I'd
God.
win that
Leave
match.
Charlotte alone.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
my
I know,
boo,
Snuggles.
alright?
You fucking go with that
Leave
cage.
Charlotte alone.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Leave her.
let's call it a night. Let's wrap it up. But you already know, Beat Friday, we're gonna pull up like what this dude Toph said. There's gonna be a lot of fucking wrestling news, and then we also got Saturday with Extreme Rules. You already
Yeah.
know what it is, B. I'ma holla at y'all, you bums.
All right, later, dudes.
See you.
Have fun.
Peace out, motherfucker.